Gravy, gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Pastor Gravy. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, baby. And we go ahead and lick and we'll get rich today. Rich, bitch.
Gravy, 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 gang! What's going on, guys? It is Past the Gravy, episode 576, and the boys are back together again. We're back.
I missed your beautiful face.
I missed you guys too.
New week, new location.
Yeah, 4 weeks, 4 locations. We're taking this podcast worldwide. Robert, you love this.
I haven't been able to settle down. The new location every week. We're nomads.
We really are.
Time to go mobile.
Yeah, so we're at my office now. We're at Robert's office too, but my internet didn't work today. So fuck you, Comcast. I'm on to you. I had a whole thing. We'll get to it. Not cool, but my internet's not working. So the like $400 internet and cable that I pay a month makes me be here because that makes sense, right? You give them all that money, and then you have to go to work to use the internet because that's how it works. That's how it works. But we're together again, and I like it when we get to all hang out. Let's start the pod. Let's just get right into it with the Precome segment because I went to the grocery store earlier today. I went to go get some lunch, and as I was walking out, you know the I think it's like a lot of muscle cars, but people put I think you're breathing in your mic, but I'm
fat.
But like those muscle cars, they'll have like decals on the top of the windshield, like not where you see, but like right above where like the tint is. It said "Young King Shit" on the top of this car's front windshield. But
I hate him already.
There's just a lot to unload because I wrote it down. I was like "Young King Shit?" ? And what is like? Are you the Young King Shit or are you Young King Shit?
No, you're just doing young king shit.
Are you? That's like, are you doing young king shit? But I'd also like to think that he's like, yo, no, what's up? I'm king shit.
Maybe his last name is Young.
I'm young king shit.
Having my name on the car is king shit. That's what it is. Because normally, and see that's the thing. Because you know a lot of, let's say it, Latinos, it's on the back of the car. That's where they put Rodriguez.
Right.
White guy in front of the car.
Right. Why do you have to put it in the front of the car?
I don't know.
Young king
Especially
shit.
because it's not like reverse, like with an ambulance, to where like so you can read it in the rear view.
That would be even funnier if you did. You're like, yeah, so I want the cops when I'm running away from them to know I'm young king shit. Why would you put it on the front? Fuck, I forgot about that.
Because fuck the police. That's why. Fuck the 5-0.
The king
coming from a guy who's like never had a cop interaction in his life, never had a traffic stop. He's
would
like, fuck the
just
5-0.
immediately panic if you did have one. You would not handle it well.
I'm sorry, sir. Here's my license and registration.
Everything. Here's it all.
But he tells all of his friends he's the guy that just like rolls down the window like, I will not speak unless my lawyer is present. I've seen all the videos of the lawyers online. I know what you do in a traffic stop. Real traffic stop. They piss their pants.
That is like on my TikTok algorithm, though.
I saw one yesterday.
But I watch all of it. And they're usually not that great. Like, how it ends is how you think it would end. It's like, oh, you got arrested because you fucked with the cop? Okay. But, like, I'll watch all of it because I'm like, what's going to go down? And body cam footage, I'm a sucker for just, like, the body cam footage they throw away. They're like, we didn't do anything. Like, this is just me filling out paperwork for 4 hours. I'm like, well, I'm going to watch it. Something might happen.
I got a problem with body cams. It needs to be 2 cameras. One on the chest, one on the head. Because half the time the body cam, when it's on the chest, what do you always think? The cinematography sucks. Like it's a little low. You're like half the time you can't see their face when they're standing next to them talking. I need it on the head so that I can see where they're seeing. Because even if they try and like cover it up to be all fishy, bam, you still got the chest cam. But like I want better cinematography in my police videos.
I'm glad somebody said it. I'm going to start commenting that on every police body cam footage. Who the fuck shot this?
Fire your camera guy.
This is terrible. This is terrible. I couldn't even get into the storyline.
Have some pride in your camera work, for Christ's sake. Jesus.
Do you even care about your art form? You're making a mockery of all of this.
This is why you failed out of film school and you're a cop.
Who is this? The guy who put together the opening ceremonies? We'll get to that too. Dude, your fucking camera skills fucking suck. He's like, it's on my chest. Get better.
He mouthed "fuck you" to me. Oh, I don't know because your camera started at his chin. Raise
How
it
am
up
I
a little
supposed to
bit.
know? Dude, your hands were in the way. How am I supposed to see if you fired the first shot or not?
No, I get like a lot of them, but the ones that do wear cops, get them that little, the little pencil cam, just right there on the brim.
Why don't they just have, like, they already have those, like, clear Oakley glasses that people wear for, like, sunglass or, like, regular glasses? Just, like, those,
That
like,
wouldn't work though. How often do you just flip your sunglasses on your head without thinking about it?
but if they were just regular clear glasses, they're, like, protective glasses, and
That
then they
seems
just have a
expensive.
camera. Dude, who cares?
That's more money to taxes.
We already
To
paid
pay
him
for
this
that.
year. We don't have to pay him for 4 years.
Yeah, but in 4 years we get fucked.
Fuck, you're right. Yeah, but then it'll be in L.A., won't it? No.
I want it to be like
That's
a
the summer.
miner's headlamp, where it's just camera in the middle of the forehead right there with just like a strap around it.
Like those, like, lights?
Yeah.
But you just had a camera?
Yeah, for like I meant like people in the mines, not like children. When I said
Hey,
miners,
kids, you want to be somebody that looks really cool at their job? You could be a cop and have this cool hat on all the time. Although cop hats, not the coolest hats. Texas kind of has
Yeah.
their own thing where, like, you can wear a cowboy hat. We're cool with that. But,
that's
like,
stateies. You don't mess with state troopers, dude.
America kind of realized, like, cop hats suck because, like, have you seen this French police in the Olympics? It's like, you wearing a beret, bro. If you're like, hey, stop with that right now. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, what is this guy going to do? Paint?
Yeah, nobody's threatened by a person in a beret, unless they're a green beret.
That's true.
And even then, I'll make fun of them because my buddy was one.
I don't see color, but green berets I do see.
Yeah,
Robert, can
they
you see
are
green?
sick. They're
No.
tough guys.
Robert can't see green.
No, it's one of the colors that's difficult for me to see.
Fuck, dude.
So like if Robert was in a bar, not that he would be in a bar, but like a green beret started talking shit to him, Robert would just be like, dude, you're a man in a beret. Shut up.
Yeah, Robert does tell people to shut up a lot, specifically people in berets.
I served our country. Dude, you're French. What were you in the French Foreign Legion? This isn't Lionheart, okay? You're not Jean-Claude Van Damme. I'm
Are you
not
a
scared
mime?
of you.
Oh, look, I'm stuck behind a wall.
You're going to mime I surrender?
Yeah, right, pal.
Friggin' losers.
Hell yeah. All right, this is off to a great start. But yeah, young king shit. Shout out to that guy.
What a badass.
Just, that's like getting the too fast for you, number 4 for like your license plate, and you're just like, people are them so fucking cool.
Dude, my car is so loud. Everyone totally doesn't think I've got a tiny
Bro.
penis. They think I've got a huge dick.
This is badass. Like when you work at
Look
a
at me.
car shop, you probably like that stuff, but you think they gas them up. Like, dude, you got flames on the side of your PT Cruiser? Fuck yeah, bro. Great idea. I'd love to wrap your car like that.
Of course they do. They're just trying to sell shit.
But do you think they ever do that? Like, that looks badass.
Dude, you know what would make your car look really dope? Young King shit. Put that on the front.
No, I just imagine he goes into like the decal store or whatever the fucking place it is that you go get your car fixed up like that. And he's like, hi, I'd like to get some decals put on the front of my car. I'm like, all right, yeah. What'd you want? He's like, I was thinking Young King shit. How do you spell that? YUNGKINGSHIT. Oh, okay. You just
Well-
go drive around with shit on your car. He literally is driving around with shit
Wait,
on
is that
his
how
car.
it was spelled? Was it Y-U-N-G?
Yeah, like a rapper.
Oh, I was thinking like Y-O-U-N-G.
Oh, is
That's
there,
what I'm
is there a
saying.
rapper named Young
Well,
King
dude, what
shit?
if it was Young Gravy, though?
That's
Young Gravy
fine,
could
'cause
get
it says
away
gravy
with it.
in it.
Everybody, no, but I mean, if it was Young Gravy's car that said Young King shit, I'd be like, okay, that's okay. Because he is on his Young King shit.
All right. Young King shit is at Young King's promo on
think that's it.
Instagram. We're gonna see. You gotta check out his song "Motherless."
Could have guessed that.
He's got like 6 posts on his. No, he has way more than that. Never
White
mind,
guy?
It just loaded. Nope.
Oh.
But all of them are like the same promos, and "Motherless" is his single. Young King.
He
shit,
has a single.
Motherless.
Single. He only has one.
Yeah, you don't need to put out albums these
Hasn't
days.
come out with a second song.
I don't know.
Been
He's-
releasing that
well,
one
maybe
song
he's
for
not
3
proud
years.
of it. He's just pushing this one. He's like, yo, check out this. It's Young King shit.
Motherless.
Shout out him.
That's
Right.
that's some motherless behavior right there. That's what that is.
Fucking motherless, dude.
Ladies, start using that. Turn it around on guys. Like when guys act like fuckboys, little pieces of shit. Motherless behavior.
Or what is that they're no, people are just calling was it Kamala thing? It was like just saying that's weird. Hey, that's weird. Like Weird's had a comeback. Could have been a comeback kid, but that's politics. But like just like I don't know, pretty weird. Like just be like motherless. That shit's motherless as fuck, bro. And you can use it for good or bad.
Yeah. Guy whistles at a girl. Motherless.
Fucking motherless.
Be respectful, guys. We respect the ladies.
What's really motherless is being respectful to women, fellas.
No. Motherless is bad.
But no, it can also be good. It's like, remember when
'cause you need your mother.
But remember when we were growing up and it was like, man, that's bad. And like that was cool for like
Wait, wasn't
a
that
little
before?
period.
Was that us?
I think it might have been around.
I thought that was like 1980s Michael Jackson.
Well, I was a child of the 80s.
We had
sort
Tight.
of, at the very end.
We had Sick.
Dope.
Dope. I remember one time my friend's dad, I kept saying something was sick, and he's like, "Is that good?" I was like, "Yeah, sick is good."
We really like came out like On Fleek is I think when we got too old for it.
Yeah, I mean, I was probably out 5 years before you, just because like I've always been old.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember when On Fleek happened, I was like, I'm officially just done.
Robert's big On Fleek guy. He's always like, yeah, that's On Fleek.
Things are fire.
Yeah.
I think middle school, I think some people said raw.
That's raw, dude.
Yeah.
Real
I remember
raw, bro. What dank did y'all ever have? Like, man, this is dank, bro.
Never used dank, not that I can remember.
Crunk. Crunk was a
Do you
sick
remember
one,
that?
dude.
That was like Lil Jon, right? Crunk juice.
Like, oh, you know what was big when we were in high school? Pwned.
PWNED.
Pwned was
dude,
so
you got
big.
pwned.
Dude, the baseball team all the time, big dude, you pwned it.
Yeah, that was one of the worst ones we probably
It was
used.
so dumb, but it was
so dumb.
the cool kids used it. So I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, dude, pwned. Just video games, you kill a guy, pwned.
That's actually what we're gonna do the whole show. It's just be like, remember this, and then we're gonna talk about things that we used to say for 4 hours. You're gonna love it.
Remember Furbies? We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this.
You wanna do Robert Felines?
Hell yeah.
All right, Robert Felines. I'm gonna try a couple out each week until nobody cares.
I'll
But
always care.
I'm gonna give you guys 2 words that that are associated in some form of whatever the topic is I give you. So we got 3 more for you today. This one's probably the easiest of them, but it is a food. This is a food. All right. Frigid canine.
I feel like it's supposed to be hot dog, but you
Yeah,
said
me too.
cold.
Mm-hmm.
Frigid means cold.
Frigid canine.
Cold dog? Corn dog?
Think. Use your brains, kids. Somebody's screaming it right now, listening to
Some
us.
dog.
So, yeah, something cold, dog.
Frigid canine.
This isn't a good start for us.
Ice dog.
Chili dog, guys.
Oh,
it's a chili dog. Come on.
Damn.
Come on. All right.
Once I had hot dog in my mind, nothing else was going to get
Okay,
in.
this might also be an easy one. I thought of this on the way over here. This is a movie. It's a movie. Dildo book.
Penis Diaries? Oh, wait, no, it's Vagina Monologues is what I was thinking of. It's a book. Was it dildo what?
Dildo book.
Dildo book. Wait, did you say it was a movie? Wait, what is it?
It's a movie.
Oh, God.
It's the category.
You can't throw movie and book at me in the same sentence. You know I'm an idiot.
That's the bit.
Dildo. I don't know. I got nothing.
Toy Story.
Oh, that's a good
Very
one.
easy. Very easy. All right. Now this is a thing. Is the category. All right. Ass pre-trip.
These are hard this week, man.
They are.
They're not that. Ass pre-trip. And it's a thing.
Butt vacation. I don't know, dude. I'm bad this week.
Nothing, Robert?
No, that's what I'm thinking.
Fanny pack. Fanny pack. Ass pre-trip. Fanny ass pre-trip you pack.
Let me give you one. Try and change it up a little bit.
All right.
The football player,
Okay.
marijuana chef. Football player, marijuana
I'm
chef.
trying to think. LeGarrette Blunt is not it.
He's a safety. Think Cardinals. Buda Baker.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Buda Baker.
That's good. Robert Felines, baby. Robert Felines. I love that. I love that for us. All right. Anybody else got any Robert Felines? No?
Not even more Robert Felines, but I was thinking today, if you had to pick one bodily function and change where it came out of, would farting out of your mouth be the funniest one?
It'd be the grossest.
No,
It
but
would
like,
be
I mean,
so gross. I don't want to taste
dude,
that.
but see,
yeah.
that's the downside is that you're
That's a
probably going
huge
to taste
downside.
it. But here's the thing. You could fart right in your buddy's face. How fun! It's already funny to burp in someone's face, and they're like, "Oh, that smells bad." Farting right in somebody's face, like you could spread pink eye so quickly.
You want to do that?
I mean, to some people, yeah.
You're kind of like a.
I also thought like
seems-
maybe farting out of your belly button would be a good one too. You could just be like, "Check it out."
I do feel like your belly button should have another use after birth.
The
Like,
hole's got to be for something, right?
it's gone. Like your belly button's just there.
Yeah, it just collects
Does
lint
nothing.
and stinks.
There's nothing. That is my favorite part of like a shower is when you stick your finger in your belly button. You're like, oh, this is a good one today. I wore a black shirt. Hell yeah.
I don't know what other would be a good one though. Like, the only
If your
other
belly button could burp, that would be funny. Just because, like, can you imagine the volume of like a little baby bird? It's like, that'd be kind of funny. Bip.
I like that.
Yeah, I was thinking of like throwing up out of your butt, so you never have to feel like
It's just
that
like diarrhea.
acid. Yeah.
Dude, I threw up this
So
week
I would just
before
shit
work.
more.
So I had Sunday night. We had a little fiesta at the Middleton house, and by fiesta I mean I bought HEB tamales and beans and rice, and I made those. And I fell asleep on my back, and I had put like all this salsa and stuff on there. But like I guess it all just sat right there, and I woke up and I was just sweating. I was like, this is not great. This is not great. And I tried to go back to sleep and couldn't. And I just would wake up and it was like I had acid reflux and I just like I gotta throw up. I just gotta throw up. And I went and I just made myself throw up for like 10 minutes. And that I had like that post throw up where you just have that acid all in your mouth. I brushed my teeth 4 or 5 times before coming to work. And then once again at work because I have a toothbrush from when I had Invisalign still in my work shit. And it just you have that like gritty feel, like that film on your teeth no matter how many times you try and clean it. Throwing up. Yeah, put that anywhere else. Because then it'd just be like diarrhea. Throw that, like if you could throw up out your ass.
Throw up out of your belly button.
No, because then you get your shirt dirty.
Well, I mean, you got to lift the shirt.
I don't think I'd want my bodily functions anywhere else besides where they are.
Actually, yeah, nothing liquid or
I think we
solid
got
out
it.
of the stomach because like think about it, if you threw up out of your belly button, you're wearing a shirt, you're throwing up. It's gonna go down. You're gonna throw up on your dick.
Right. And then
Nobody wants that.
Nobody's going to want to hawk to it after that.
Maybe piss out of your nose might be funny.
No.
You do it like a snot rocket. You just go.
But then you have piss on your nose.
Well, not if you do it quick like a snot rocket.
I'm bad at snot rockets.
Yeah, I've never been able to do them. They just go over my mouth,
I
and
can,
that's gross.
but you have to be like standing completely still. Like I don't understand the people that run and can just blow a perfect snot rocket. I tried to do one a couple weeks ago, and it was just all over my shirt. It's like neat.
I've never been like even standing still, leaning out, especially once you start to get facial hair. You're like, how do you not get it in your mustache?
Yeah, you just gotta wait for it to like gather enough, and then just feel like, oh, I got a good one. That's
Now
out
I'm
of
like
there.
hyper aware of like my nose.
I think we've
and I
turned
feel like I'm
everybody
stuffed
off
up.
of this podcast at this point. They were just talking about
Maybe we should go back to
farting out of
Furbies.
their mouth. No, not. We're really poning everybody right now.
I don't know. I wish I could fart out of my mouth. I think that'd be fun.
Like once, maybe. But I wouldn't want that to be like now Alex
What
farts
if you could fart out
his
of your
mouth.
ear?
I don't want to. I want to hear out of my ear.
Yeah, but like you could like get next to somebody and then you don't taste that, and you'd hear the fart even more. Farts are funny.
Somebody borrowed your AirPods, they'd fart in them. Like, no.
Who borrows ear pods?
If they did, if you're like, hey, check out this song, people be farting all in your AirPods. No thanks.
I mean, right now, if you borrow someone's ear pods, you're getting their earwax in your ear.
yeah,
That's gross.
but not farts.
I think I'd rather have a fart in my ear than earwax in my ear.
You get pink ear.
You do get pink hair.
You don't want pink ear.
Dude, I'm willing to make that sacrifice.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I'll be the one that gets it. Think about. Oh, sorry, can't hear you. No, it's not that I'm not listening. I just can't hear.
That's the pink ear. The pink is all in my ear. You know how that goes. All right. Robert, you got anything?
I don't like that it's hot again.
Yeah. Do you want the rain though?
maybe. I'm like,
No,
I
it
just-
floods and bad things happen.
I don't want it to be constantly raining. It got hot so quickly.
It did get hot really fast.
Think about it this way, though.
But at least you have AC now.
Yeah.
We're about to be in football season.
That's
And when football season starts, that means it's almost the fall, and then we're almost back to colder weather.
There you
now
go.
in Texas, that's still like 4 months away. But just trick yourself, be like, dude, we're right on the cusp.
Right.
We're right there. It's about to happen. We got the first NFL game this Thursday. Tomorrow. I mean,
Fuck yeah.
it's
It
technically
counts.
an NFL game.
It counts.
Nobody in the game is ever going to play a real down.
Yeah, get
but
ready for Comeback Kids to just be football for like every week for 6 weeks from now on. Because we have to do Comeback Kid this week. And then Comeback Kid next week because the rest of the preseason starts. And then like a couple of weeks it'll be cuts. So that's Comeback Kid. And then the regular season starts, or college football starts. Then, like, you know, football's going to be a Comeback Kid like every week.
We've got actually both battles for Texas back this year because the Cowboys are playing, or I guess I should say the Texans are playing at the Cowboys this year. I think
That's
it's like
true.
week 8. And then we also have Texas versus Texas A&M back.
Well, no, I thought you meant Sam Houston against Texas State. That's the real battle.
You know
for
what?
Texas.
That's a great one. We're not the two big schools. So, like, we're in we
Where does Texas and A&M play? They play at NRG Stadium?
no.
Oh, that's weird because Texas State and Sam Houston play at NRG Stadium. That's where the pros play, right? That's where like
It
the
is.
Houston. Oh, that's weird.
Ours is the battle for the most fun school in Texas. Oh, it's not even close. It's still Texas State.
No, we have to start calling it the battle for Texas.
We got to come up with a better name. Like a more fun.
No, because people get mad. And then everybody like, these
Yep.
fucking idiots.
Battle
Like
for
that's
Texas.
that's the whole thing. Is like our whole point is to make people mad. Like battle for Texas, hashtag battle for Texas, and be like, that's not what it. No, it's literally the UT and A&M playing again. Nope, battle for Texas.
We'll call it the
Texas
Texas D1 Championship.
State. The only game in Texas that matters.
What if it's the same week as Texas versus
I
Texas
hope it
A&M?
is. I hope it's like same time,
The
same
big
kickoff.
game in Texas. Everyone's like, oh, yeah. No, we're
I don't
talking
think
Texas
it is.
State
It's
versus Sam
like
Houston.
September.
We've got a
I
better,
wanna say.
like, we have the better maroon and orange, too, in our battle.
Oh, absolutely. Sam Houston orange pops.
Like, I like burnt orange. I think it's cool orange. You're right. That's exactly the word I was going to
Yeah.
use. Your orange pops.
it pops.
And
Pops.
Texas State, man, the Bobcats, we're on the rise. We're doing some stuff in San Marcos, man.
Yeah.
I don't think our coach is going to be there again next year. I didn't think he was going to be there this year. I thought he was going to get swooped up after 1 year.
Jake Spavital,
No, he's gone. GJ Kinney.
GJ Kennedy.
Yeah.
He sounds like a jazz
Yeah.
musician.
Our quarterback, Heisman dark horse.
That's a racist joke.
No.
Dark-
We got
dark
the guy that was at
horse.
James Madison last year that lit it up. He's at Texas State now. Not going to brag or anything. In my first year, I wasn't even playing with Texas State. I was playing with Notre Dame. Guess who won the Heisman?
That guy.
Texas State's quarterback. Yeah. Can't remember his name.
You-
Not important.
Wow. You remember Notre Dame's quarterback's name, but not your own.
Well, Notre Dame is my own. I've always been a Notre Dame guy.
Yeah,
My friends give me shit about this. Like, you didn't go there. I'm like, yeah, because I couldn't fucking get in. Also, I wasn't going to pay $30,000 a semester.
Yeah.
But mainly because I couldn't get in.
Solid reasoning. Solid reasoning. Okay, I had one last thing I could bring up for the Precome segment. I've been working on my anger management. That's a thing I've been doing. You guys know this about me. I've been trying to, I tend to get heated when I get upset, and I'm not good at not yelling. And it's not at like I'm not like beating my wife or anything, but it's like I'll be like, no, like that's
No
not.
one said that.
No, but like that's not like it's not
It's a
gotten-
weird thing to just throw out without any accusations.
It's not at that point where it's like, whoa, this is a fucking problem. But it was just like, all right, man, you need to be able to watch a baseball game without being like, fucking come on. Which still very difficult to do, but I've made significant strides. Like I'm not throwing things. There's no broken anything in my house because of a game. And I've been working on those little things. And as like now with the kid where you're like, oh, I can't really shout because that could wake her up. And now all of this hour and a half of us trying to put her to bed, that's out the window now because you got mad that Luis Heel just gave up a home run and you're pissed off. Like I got to chill out. So I just start pacing. But now I've realized that I think I'm going through anger withdrawals because not throwing stuff, not yelling, and not doing other stuff. I just start getting like, I'd start profusely sweating when I get anxious or angry. And it's not like I'm doing any physical activity or anything, but like I'll just be watching the Yankees pissing me off and just like pitting like nobody's business. And I'll just be like, why is my back wet? Why is my chest just soaked right now? And I think my body knows, like, you need to be yelling. You need to be yelling. Is this like what heroin addicts do when they're weaning off? They're just like, oh, I'm just shaking. I'm shaking. I want the needle back. And I'm like, I want to scream.
See, I drink
right now.
That's what I do.
See, I can't do that because then that makes me yell more.
That's true. Yeah, just make sure you're hydrating. You're losing a lot of liquid that way. Make sure you're pounding waters.
Yeah, but I think that is
Ranch waters.
anger withdrawals. Is that a thing?
It's most definitely a thing. I'll get angry about not being angry enough about something.
Like, my internet is the reason we're here, and I've been dealing with that the last couple of days, but it's like, I can't yell at this guy on the phone because my kid's fucking sleeping not that far away. But I can very sternly say something and then just realize that my shirt is wet, like, all over. It'll be like, all right, I'll just change shirts. It's like, but it's not like you get sweaty where you're like, oh, okay, like, it was getting hot. It's like, no, like, I'm sweating through shirts.
See, that usually
I
only
never
happens
sweat
to me.
through shirts unless I'm, like, working out.
For me, it's like when I like really have to poop, but like can't go yet. That's when I start to sweat. Anger isn't a problem. I've said it for years. I run on anger and alcohol, so like I haven't hit that withdrawal ever. I embrace and release my anger constantly. So I don't have any tips for you on how to handle it, but maybe get a cold pack, put it around your neck.
Yeah, just have it ready to go.
Just keep a couple towels in the freezer, like hand towels in the freezer at all times. Take them out, just rub them on your neck.
But it just shows, like, I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to be a better person. This is that little devil on your shoulder. Be like,
And your body's shutting down.
Just do it.
Don't be a better person.
Do the thing. I'm like, no, I can't.
Teach your daughter about anger.
She's going to get mad. No, I don't want to. I mean, I want to teach her how to control anger. I don't want to teach her, like, hey, when Daddy watches football, he just shouts at things all the time. Like, I need you to be like, Daddy's pretty good at keeping his shit together.
But she is your child, so the anger is going to be there. It's hereditary. You just have to teach her, hey, we funnel it at football screens.
But this is how I got to make sure she doesn't go Kylo Ren. You know, like, this is the Anakin Skywalker, Kylo Ren situation where it's like, you need to not use your anger.
Yeah, you don't use it.
Don't
you yell
lean
it at
into it. And I'm trying to be like, no, anger is a thing. Let it pass, Anakin. Let it pass.
But is it hereditary? Like, is your dad angry or your mom?
My mom's side of the family has that, like, the
mom's
heat
side.
gene.
Oh,
You
I just
get
meant the
mad.
fact that like there's no way his daughter isn't going to take that after him.
My mom does not. Like, my mom did not get that gene, but like my uncle definitely get like the hothead gene, and like that is my mom's side of the family for sure. Which is crazy because my mom, is the sweetest human being of all time.
Yeah.
So like she completely skipped over her, went right to me. I got all of that. So maybe it skips a generation.
I mean, everyone in my family's yellers.
Yeah.
My mom's side Irish, and there was 10 children. So like,
But
how
don't
else are
you
you going to
all
be heard?
drink a lot?
Yeah,
Which
That
contributes to it.
but like the
contribute to
yelling, the drinking doesn't have to do with the yelling because the yelling will start long before the drinking.
But the drinking like hypes up the yelling because you're
Like,
drunk.
it's funny because like whenever I think of my parents, the first thing that pops into my head is just, God damn it, Lori. Like that's, I feel like I've heard my dad say that to my mom more than any other thing he's ever said to her. Sounds bad, but it's not. It's
Right,
all,
right.
it's with love.
That's how they say it. That's how
Yeah,
they say I
it's
love
just-
you in the Dion household.
It's just how we communicate. We're yellers.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I gotta tell you, not yelling sucks because you just want to be like, "Fuck you."
You gotta let it out. You know what you do when you absolutely have to yell? Go into the parking garage next door, man, yell. Just let out a primal yell like you're Jason Segel and I Love You, Man.
Yeah,
And it'll feel good in there too because it's gonna echo.
and then my neighbors will all hear it because it's like right next.
Yeah,
to
but
my
you're in the
place.
parking garage. They won't know
That's
that it's
some
you.
weirdo that works there. That's what they'll think.
Yeah, and then you just walk out and go back to your apartment. You gotta let it. You can't bottle it up. This is how you're gonna get an ulcer.
Do you have like a thing you'll say to certain players when they suck? Like, is there like a go-to, like, you piece of shit or whatever? Because my thing, like, I've switched them up a little bit. Like, usually it's just like fucking KYS is usually mine, but like I don't mean it. I'm just mad, and at the time I say that. But I used to be like the whole like, you should go buy a gun, take it home, buy some bullets, load it up, put it in your mouth, and just KYS. Like, that was my whole thing. Like, I would just shout that, and it was like, that sounds scary to people that are probably listening next door.
I don't know if I have a one. They're all just variants of fuck. It's like, fuck you. Are you fucking kidding me? JFC. Like, it's just
Yeah, when I
it's
get
not specific thing.
when I get God,
That's the
when I
new
get God fucking damn it, like that is when I'm really, really mad.
That's what we'll have to do this year now. Somebody drops a pass. Motherless.
Fucking Motherless. That actually,
Actually, I think that's when we say fatherless. Your dad didn't
Mother-father.
teach you how to catch. That's why you're on defense, fatherless.
No, motherless, because your dad wasn't enough of a man to teach you, and your mom couldn't.
Just gonna use motherless for everything.
Yeah, that's motherless, dude.
See, for me, there's got to be fucking there somewhere.
Fucking motherless works.
Oh, fucking motherless. There you go.
Fucking motherless, that place.
You motherless fuck.
Motherless fuck is really good. That sounds bad though, and you have to like.
It does sound
'Cause, like,
bad.
if you lost your mom, then like that's you can't make that joke to somebody.
Yeah, using motherless in anger just doesn't seem right.
Young King shit thinks it does. That's where it all goes back to. Shout out Young King shit. Maybe we can get him on the pod. I know where he parks his car when he goes grocery shopping.
Hey, go,
or
just leave a note.
wherever.
Be like, dude, so many questions.
Would love
Here's
to
my
have you on the
number.
pod. Please give me a call.
Be the first interview where we're making fun of people since the energy vampire.
Yeah. We need to hit up Vodalock, see what he's up to. Probably still vamping around, dude. It's like, you know, an energy so an energy vampire just makes it less fun for everybody? That sounds like the worst thing ever, dude. I'd rather be bit by you.
What if he's working for what the fuck's the energy company that we're all Centerpoint?
Centerpoint.
Yeah. They're all energy vampires.
That would make sense. I do remember him just being like, so like, you ever been in a room and somebody walks in and just the energy gets, like the air gets sucked out of the whole room, and I was just like, no.
I think that just means nobody wants you there.
That's what energy vampires do. Is like, so like you're a vibe killer, is what you are. Like you're, fucking Vodalock's coming in. God damn it, he's gonna talk about being a vampire again.
I think I knew a few of those in college.
Yeah. Yeah, like if that's what an energy vampire is, I think I know 100 energy vampires.
He said his name is Smoothie. I'm not calling him that.
You feed on energy. You don't understand it, Pat. You don't understand it. He had never seen Twilight either. Crazy. I know.
Well, you know, his culture's not our culture.
Well, he wasn't a blood vampire. He was a energy vampire.
Still a vamp, though.
And, you know, honestly, I feel like energy vampires are very underrepresented in the vampire community.
Rightfully so.
We need to bring awareness. I want like an energy vampire super PAC to endorse a candidate. Hey, we're the vibe killers of America, and we are endorsing this person. Like, I don't know, sounds like,
You know what?
sounds like they're gonna kill vibe.
I mean, look at them. They killed the vibe. Maybe they endorsed Biden, and that's why he had to drop out.
I do love like everybody endorsing everybody, and I'm not making an endorsement or anything, but I don't fucking care, man. Hey, I just want to know we're a group of dads, and we think this is who you should vote for. I'm like, okay, tight. Thanks, man.
Gotta be honest.
We're school teachers that were born on the second Wednesday of a month, and we endorse this candidate. And you're like, tight, dude. Thanks for having a meeting to tell us.
I appreciate it, Gwyneth Paltrow, but I don't really give a fuck who you like.
Just fucking, we all know who we're voting for. People, or we're not voting for. Shut up about it.
Yeah, at this point, I don't know who's undecided.
Like, don't be like nobody's. I don't think anybody's really undecided. If you're really undecided, like, you just make a decision, dude.
Any election with Trump in it, you either know or you don't.
And don't try and scare me with like, oh, well, you're doing this, or you're doing this, or if you vote for this, this means this. It's like, just fucking vote or don't. I'm gonna cancel you out, or I'm not gonna cancel you out. That's how it works.
Yeah. Either way, and we've said this, either way, we're not in the tax bracket to where our lives will change at all.
Yeah,
Nothing's gonna
I'll vote fucking Harambe, dude. I don't care. Like, if you understand how little I give a fuck about this, you wouldn't be talking to me. You're wasting all of your time talking to me and trying to convince me to do anything.
The only reason I pay attention at all is because, like we just talked about, I like being angry.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the chaos theory, and whatever I do is gonna be what nobody wants me to do.
We really think you should vote this way. I'm doing the opposite.
I'm doing opposite of that, but I'm also doing the opposite of what they do, but I'm not doing what you want me to do. I'm doing my own thing.
Fuck it, I'm voting Green Party. I'm just throwing my vote away.
Should I run for president? You can enter now, right? I don't
No,
have the
one more year.
delegates.
One more year. I got to be 35.
Well, I'm 35.
Bring back the Bull Moose.
Bull Moose? Fuck yeah. Well, the mayoral campaign failed, but the presidential campaign?
Might have to come up with a new name, though. If Bull Moose doesn't have the... You can be the Whigs. The Whigs.
Nah, I don't like wigs.
Yeah, but you get to say Whig.
The Whig Party. Is it with an H?
It's WHIG, yeah.
No, we're Gravy Gang Party, bro.
GG's.
PastGraveMerch.com. Speaking of, let's get right into that. we're just gonna ramble for 4 hours, or we could get into PassGravyMerch.com, where we do have our Gravy Gang 2024 shirt. There's a lot of candidates that you may like or not like, but the only candidate you really need is the Gravy Gang. That's the number one gang in America, and that's who should be leading us into this next chapter of America. If you ask me, you can go get a Gravy Gang shirt or tank at PassTheGravyMerch.com. Shout out to Ashley Wilkins at Buster Healer Mix. She bought the Gravy Gang 2024 tank and t-shirt. She also got the Ladlettes tank in our shop, and the dad hat, the tie-dye dad hat. There's awesome stuff. The shorts, I rock the Pass the Gravy shorts every fucking day. They're the best shorts in the world. And Alex O hit us up. He was like, they have back pockets too, which is awesome. It's a game changer to have back pockets in any sort of just like walking around the house shorts like that. Get the PTG dad hats. They got the tie-dye on it. We got a couple of colors of those. We have the regular PTG dad hat that says Pass the Gravy Podcast on it. Go look at Pass the Gravy merch. Support the pod. We don't ask you guys to donate money to us or anything like that. We're never going to put us behind a paywall. There's not a Patreon or anything where you get exclusive content. We just give you all the content like it is, and we ask you to go to PassTheGravyMerch.com. If you want to support the pod, hit us up. PassTheGravyMerch.com. Now, let's tell you what the comeback kids are this week. It's the comeback kid. The comeback kid of the week. The comeback kid of the week. Bitch.
I don't have headphones on, but I could hear the comeback kid yell through your headphones on the other side.
All right. Our first comeback kid this week, it's Red Zone. Have you been watching Olympics at all? Have either of you guys paid attention to the Olympics?
It's on one of the TVs at work usually.
But you're not like watching it.
Nah.
Fuck, guys.
Yeah,
Robert,
me
I know you.
I don't
guys
support
are.
France.
Robert's like, is baseball in it? No, I'm not watching it.
Yeah.
Wow, dude. Way to represent your countries, fellas. Well, Red Zone is back because Gold Zone is a thing, and it is absolutely electric. Peacock, the cock, they have Gold Zone, and I was like, all right, is Gold Zone what I think it is, where you just put all the cool shit on all the time? And, buddy, they do. I watched the first day of the Olympics. They had 6 boxes of 6 different things. They're like, we got women's water polo over here. We got men's rugby right here. We got women's soccer. We got basketball. We got fencing. And we got sailing. And I was like, hell yeah. I don't really give a fuck about most of these things. Like, I don't care about sailing. I'm watching it. And what they did that's really cool is they put gold medal alert on like certain
That's
stuff.
dope.
When they're like, hey, we're gonna check in on fencing right now. We got France against Tunisia in the fencing competition or whatever kind of fencing it is, and then it'll be like gold medal alert. And so then when they go to like the quad boxes and stuff, you see gold medal. And you're like, okay, they're competing for this, because a lot of times you watch the Olympics, and you're like, is this for medal? Oh, that's a heat. Cool. Like I watched Katie Ledecky and thought she was playing for gold last night, and no, it was like a heat to get to the gold medal thing, and I think she already won that today. But I was like, that's not gold. They need to tell me that. Gold Zone, like gold medal. Hey, FYI, slalom kayaking, gold medal right now up for grabs. I'm like, well, fuck yeah, I'm watching slalom kayaking, which, by the way, sick.
I'm about to say it sounds electric.
It's sick. Fucking sick, dude. Red Zone, just with Gold Zone, awesome. What makes it even better, Andrew Siciliano and Scott Hansen both working on it.
I heard Scott Anson almost injured himself.
He like broke his hand, not broke his hand, he cut his hand. He was excited about celebrating a goal call, and he's kind of doing a little play-by-play in it too. He usually just flips it around on Red Zone, but Andrew Siciliano does the NFL Network one, and Scott Hansen does the regular Red Zone. They were on the screen at the same time this weekend. My brain exploded.
It's like an Avengers team up.
I was like, whoa. How's it working? Who knows who's scoring?
And no, there was room for anybody else with those ears.
It was crazy. And then, what's his face? Here's a guy.
Chris Collinsworth?
His son is also on Gold
Oh,
Zone.
is it Scott?
I don't know, but he
No.
sounds and looks just like his dad.
Mm-hmm.
So you pretty much just, they have AI Al Michaels do stuff. I do not give into that. I will not click AI Al Michaels to give you an update on what happened the day before, because I'm not
He's
going.
still alive.
Right. But he was like, I don't want to do the updates. Can you just use my voice? And like, can we do AI version of it? He's like, I don't care. This is where it all starts, which is a problem.
As long as you cut a check, I'm good with it.
Red Zone's back. But because of AI, like just on that, this wasn't even a comeback kid, but I'm going to bring it up. AI is a little too far. Like all the commercials are just being like, hey, this thing, like Pass the Gravy software has its own AI thing. Check this out. And like the Google commercial that's been popping up on the Olympics pisses me off the most, because it's this guy. It's like, oh, my daughter wants to be a track star just like you. And it's like, Whatever I'm not even giving the brand out. Even though I said it, bleep it if I already said the brand. But like they're like, oh, whatever AI. Type a letter to so and so from my daughter so and so saying, congratulations on your gold medal in Paris. I've been following you ever since I was little. One day I hope to blah blah blah. Let them know that they're going to do this and this and this, and then tell her she's ready to beat your record. Hope to hear back soon, blah, blah, blah. And it's like typing up a blah, 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 blah fan letter. I was like, if I got a fan letter that was AI generated, I'm not fucking responding to that. Like, your little daughter didn't write that, like, I'm a huge fan. Like, you just did that to then be like, my daughter sent this. Like, no, you wrote the fan letter.
Yeah, have
or
your
you
daughter
fake
write
wrote
the letter.
fan letter.
Yeah, it's going to be filled with spelling mistakes and letters are going to be backwards. But guess what? Those are the only ones athletes see because the rest of them just normal letters get thrown away. Nobody gives a shit.
Do you remember?
You're already teaching your daughter to cheat on homework already.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Which I'm not saying is a bad thing, but.
Do you remember the books they would have in like the library at school, or sometimes like just like reading, like the reading time you had in elementary school, and they sometimes just had like all of the franchises and major sports. They would have the like stadium address, and you could write players letters.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I would do that instead of read. I'd be like, well, I'm gonna write Mark McGuire a letter, and Walt Weiss of the Atlanta Braves wrote back, and it was probably just like a generic like, hey, thanks buddy for supporting, man, here's a baseball card. And it was like a signed Walt Weiss card, and I was like, fuck yeah, dude.
If I would have known you could have done, you have any idea how many letters I would have written to Brett Favre?
I was like, instead of like the reading block you had in school, like you would like nap or whatever. Now instead of reading, I'd be like writing like Alex Rodriguez a letter, like, dude, I love you so much. You're my favorite player. You're so great. Derek Jeter, dude, you're so sick. Come on, please. Derek Jeter didn't write back.
I don't think we had that in Texas.
And they probably would like mail them to
was
the
this
stadium.
in Tennessee or was this in Georgia?
It was in Georgia.
See, they were just trying to make sure you guys actually knew how to write.
I could write
and
well.
read.
I could write well, but we didn't have AI then. And I remember like I would just write letters, and then what was his face? Travis Lee. He played for the Diamondbacks, and I got a ball from him actually at an Astrodome game. But he wrote back. And I was like, I got a ball from you one time. You threw a ball at me at Astrodome. And he was like, hey, thanks for following my career, blah, 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 blah. And I was like,
That's all
I think,
PR. That's not them at all.
no, but I think he wrote that one because it seemed like it was typed, I think. But it's like when you like write the president as a kid, and they're like, hey, sport, appreciate you doing what you need to do to help the American people. And you're like, I'm sure they just... I mean, I knew
didn't write anyone.
I always was like, dude, they're going to totally be like, that's Alex, the guy that sends me letters. And then I'd go to Braves games, and they'd be like, who the fuck's that kid?
I never had a pen pal. Wasn't interested in any of that shit.
We were supposed to do a pen pal in a class, and like I don't remember what other school they were in. I was like, we're gonna mail these to them, and then I didn't follow up ever. I was like, hey, I'm Alex, and I live here. What do you like? And they wrote whatever they liked, and I was like, I'm done with this.
I do feel like I remember us. I don't know if this is just one of those things where you heard about it as a kid, so you think you did it, or if it did come up in school. But yeah, there was never a follow up on it.
I think they wanted you to like take the initiative, and then we realized like that's just work, and I don't really give a fuck about this person that lives in Nebraska.
Trusting a 6-year-old to know how to handle and send mail.
I don't want to be your friend. I have friends.
Yeah.
And now like they have the internet, so like you don't need to write letters.
What am I going to be like? Oh, sorry, you live in Nebraska.
What are we at war?
I'm in Texas, the greatest state in the history of mankind.
I'm sorry, my life's way cooler than yours.
Have fun with tornadoes and corn.
That's all we know about Nebraska. All right. So AI's back, and also back this week on some more Olympic-related stuff is leggings. Because did you see this, guys?
I don't support this.
Robert actually sent me a text. This is a text from Robert. And he was like, what the fuck, guys? Why are the girls wearing leggings instead of bikinis? I wanted to see some ass. These motherless bitches is what Robert said. Motherless bitches. Quote, unquote. I didn't say that, but yeah, leggings are back, and that's just... It was funny. We're anti-misogyny.
It makes sense.
We're anti-misogyny on this podcast.
I'm kind of a misogynist.
We're anti-misogyny, but I get the jokes. That's what I'm saying, and I'm coming from a place of that was funny. Not fuck women. They should be back in the kitchen, and they should only wear what attracts what I'm attracted to. You know?
Yeah, like
But
I am anti-misogyny, but I'm also kind of a misogynist. I get that about myself.
You sell dudes every 4 years on the sport of beach volleyball. Not saying it's not a legit sport or anything, but it's like there's also girls in bikinis, and
Butts
you can watch girls in bikinis, and then come to find out, turn it in on a Saturday, people are watching girls in leggings, and they got sports bras and leggings, which is probably much more comfortable.
Well, hold
probably
on.
much more comfortable. But people were freaking out online, and it was pretty funny to watch. I
Was
like,
it
what
the French
fuck is this
team?
shit? I know Team USA did it. Like, I think the whole first night, I don't know if it was cold or wet, but then Team USA has since changed back to the bikinis.
Okay,
but
maybe
some
it was
people do,
cold.
some people don't, and people are just mad. That's just what I like when something happens and people are like, this is different than the way it was. And I also will do little things like that too. But like just to see like Twitter for 10 minutes, I was like, what the fuck are these leggings?
I mean,
That was hilarious.
I was thinking maybe they had like hairy legs. They hadn't shaved. Then yeah, leg
Okay.
up. I don't want to see that. That's
You
gross.
yeah.
It's gross on women.
But leggings, very, very big comeback kids this week for sure. Also back this week is the Last Supper. You guys, people got mad at
War
the
on Christianity.
at the Olympic opening ceremonies. Really, the Olympic opening ceremony is making people mad. I guess is what's bad because I feel like every time something happens and they're like, "What? That was disrespectful to archers."
I know
Look,
China
that-
killed it.
That wasn't cool. Yeah, they had drones.
And then they had the one drum dude who was like offbeat, and everyone was like, he's gonna die.
Yeah.
But China's opening ceremony was dope. This French one, everyone was like, they're just like walking around.
Did you watch the French one?
I saw
I
bits
watched
of
it twice.
I
I
did-
watched it
I-
live, and then I watched the primetime one, and I thought it was pretty sick.
I did look up, and I was like, holy shit, is that Celine Dion battling through what she's going through to sing
Yeah.
like that? That was amazing. She's an inspiration. Great
She's
last
in it-
name.
Yeah. Yeah. Celine Dion. But isn't it spelled the same way, though?
Yeah, it's not spelled the same, but it's pronounced the same.
There you go. But yeah, it was pretty cool, man. And when that all happened, I was like,
you think anti-Christian imagery is
well,
cool?
you know what? I don't have a fucking problem with it. Don't fucking have a problem with it, okay? I don't fucking care. Because if you're a Christian, you know what? Forgive them. Isn't that what you're fucking taught, you pussies? Like, get over it.
I just love that everyone got mad, and then they tried to pull well, actually, it's like a painting. It's like a Greek
The painting of Dionysus or
Greek
whatever
gods
it is.
or whatever, and all this stuff.
I
And
don't
you're
think they try to pull it off. Like I think it was that.
Yeah,
You-
it wasn't
hold on.
disguises.
Yeah.
And people are
Which-
just idiots and they don't know
I
things.
get it. And that's probably what they were doing. But you mean to tell me not one person who had to do with the setup was like, guys, that kind of looks like the Last Supper. That's going to piss off 1 billion people across the
No,
planet.
because the Olympics are set up by like athletic people, like sports people, and then they're like, all right, well, who's doing the other stuff? And they're like, these are the art people. They're gonna do this whole thing. Like, all right, they got the art stuff. Cool. We're gonna focus on the boats, getting the horse out there, getting the torch lit. We got all this shit, and they're like, that's fine. We did this little dance, and like, then they were like, what was that? I don't know. I didn't fucking care. I had no idea what was going on. I was like, it's probably some French thing. Like, I don't know. Like, and that's what's hilarious with people. This is going against everything in my American values. It's like, well, guess what? It's the world. It's not just American
Yeah, but
values.
we're in
This
charge
is
of the world.
We are. I agree. But like, we're letting them do their thing. Like, let the world do their thing. Who fucking cares?
This is why we shouldn't let other countries
if
host.
you're that upset,
Just
if you're
always do
that upset over what happened in the Olympics, just get over it. Because
want-
really, at the end of the day, it's not a big deal. Like, oh, that guy was painted blue. I thought it was the guy from Blue Man Group. I was like, that's cool. I thought they were in Vegas.
I didn't like that they put somebody that looks like me in the center of it. that hit a little close to home, especially after seeing myself on camera 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
My tits look great up there.
And then was there a ball sack out, or were people just saying there was a ball sack out?
I didn't really watch. I saw like
I don't know about you
screenshots.
guys, but when I watch TV, I'm not like, where is the ball sack in this photo? Because like that was what I didn't understand the most about. It was like when that sketch guy had the like gay porn scandal kind of came. Not really a scandal. It was just that's a part of his past life, and something happened, and people were like, "Wow, look, dude, I don't know if that's him or not." It's like, well, I just spent 3 hours navigating this video, and it looks like that's him. It's like, I'm not gonna look that into it, man. Like, I don't care. I don't care. If that guy had a ball slip, like that happens, dude. People wear short shorts, man.
I have
Happen
a
to the best of
photo
us.
on my phone. It's an old photo of my dad and my uncle, and my dad's nut has popped out of it. Ball slips are funny, dude.
It's funny.
I've showed so many people against their will a photo of my dad's nuts.
Well, what are my kids supposed to think? I don't know. They're supposed to think, why is my dad showing me this guy's balls after the fact? I didn't notice that.
Newsflash: your kids have probably seen your balls. You're old. They
Just-
sag.
Getting upset for upset's sake is such a weird thing. And then it went on. Like, I'm never watching the Olympics. Like, okay, fuck you, Rob Schneider.
Probably
I don't
weren't watching
care.
it anyway.
Yeah.
It's-
Like, all right.
I'm
I'm sure the
passively watching.
dressage people are really pissed.
Like when I get home and I sit down and there's only one MLB game on, yeah, I'll find a little Olympics to put on the side. but I'm looking at it like once an hour.
I'm watching, like, if you are boycotting the Olympics, I'm watching enough Olympics for me to make up for you boycotting the Olympics. Just know that I have 3 iPads going at like, I've got Gold Zone on. I've got whatever NBC's American coverage is. And then, like, oh, there's basketball going on. Let's watch that. Ooh, women's soccer's on. Let's check that shit out. Like, I got 4 things on at a time. So, sorry, I'm watching 4 times as much Olympics as you. Doesn't count. Like,
You can
I canceled
probably
you
answer
out.
this for me, too. Are they doing it at American times?
No, like, I think France is like 6 hours ahead of us. So, like,
that's
it'll
it?
happen. It's like watching English soccer because, like, you know, like Champions League soccer will sometimes be at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's 8 or 9 there, or like whatever, but it's just
guess
they're
I
6 or
didn't think
7
about
hours
that.
ahead. If it's in China, China's like 12 hours ahead, where
why
that's where it
I'm
fucks
still,
you.
I still think about the Olympics. If it's not in America, I'm like, well, it's got to be like a 13-hour time difference.
But what the thing is like I will watch the live Olympics when I get home, and then I will watch the NBC coverage where they like show you the medals and stuff like that. And I've seen all the outcomes. Like I'll watch it twice. Like I think I already watched this. All right, I'll watch Caleb Dressel again. Like this is like you watch the Olympics once every 4 years, man. This is fun.
Kinda.
This is fun.
That's what-
we
what-
pay our taxes to have these games, and if you're paying your taxes, why not get your tax money worth?
It threw me off because I was at work today and it was like noon and it was like Katie Ledecky won and I was like, are they just doing this at American time? That's how xenophobic I am. I don't even understand time zones of other countries. If it's just I'm awake during it, I'm like, hell yeah, they're bowing down to America. We have the biggest TV audience. I have no idea if any of that's ever true, but that's just the way my brain works.
It is weird that like that breaks my brain every time I think about it. Like people are 12 hours ahead. Like it's a different day there. You guys are sleeping now? What? And then when I'm awake or when I'm asleep, you guys are wide awake and going to work? That's weird.
That's very weird. Like Australia,
Like,
everything's
just
backwards.
put the same fucking time. Be on American time, guys.
Yeah, just be better.
Be on like. Did you know Australian time? Like it goes 12 to 11 to 10 to 9 to 5 to.
Not getting me. Not getting me. Not getting me. I'm sober.
Everything's backwards.
It does
It's
like
5
blow
o'clock.
my mind.
Fuck! I got a thing at 3.
It does blow my mind that December is summer for them. So like for Christmas, they go to the beach.
Do they?
Yeah, dude. In Australia, they'll like Christmas, they'll go to the
Shit's
beach
weird, dude.
because the hemisphere is flipped, dude.
Yeah. I can't wait till
So like when we're close to the sun, they're far away from it. When we're far away from the sun, they're close to it.
I can't wait till like the swimming's done and then we can just smoke everybody else in track because Australia's fucking my shit up with swimming. Like, is the U.S. swimming team bad now? Are we
not
bad
all-
at swimming now? I don't know. We're not
Not-
winning enough golds.
Now we did beat Australia in at least one thing: women's rugby.
Fucking women's rugby,
Dude,
bitches.
the greatest
Dude.
run ever. She truck stick / stiff arms her, runs the entire length of the field to score, and then hits the extra point with expired time to win. for us
94
to-
meters, takes it to the house.
Like we beat you first. We beat India in cricket.
Don't
Their
give a
sport,
fuck
now
about
ours.
cricket.
Now
our
we beat
sport.
Australia in rugby. That's their sport. Now it's ours. America, we're taking over.
Canada, we took your Stanley Cup, our sport.
Apparently, Britain learned how to swim, but that's a whole other issue because the French are fucking cheaters that got mad at how fast America is in the pool, and they're like, "Oh, you said a 3-meter pool? We're going to build it 2.1 meters. That way, the waves splash up and it slows everyone down, so it slows down the Americans and everyone can catch up." It's bullshit. I'm on to you, France.
All right. I like that.
See, my anger just stays right here all the time.
Robert, what's your favorite part of the Olympics so far?
The river. I think the river has been really great. I think there's just a lot of propaganda against the river. People don't understand.
It's just sometimes people just poop in rivers, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you can't swim in that.
You're a big E. coli guy?
I'm just saying that there's a.
He's pro coli. Very pro coli.
You got to support the water. And yeah.
I'm a big water guy. Did you
big
see the
water
guy
guy.
finish? He did a part of the triathlon or one of the swimming things today and just immediately yacked. Like he got to the finish and was just like, and they're like, "This is great. This is your water. This is the water you guys."
I
are
mean, that's
promising
probably
us."
more of a physical exertion thing than anything.
No, but he probably also swallowed poop water too.
Oh, he definitely swallowed poop water.
So like that might contribute to it.
Maybe he was just sick that he was in France. He was like, I'm in this shithole of a country.
Yeah,
I'm gonna throw up on your country.
that too. Really,
Ooh.
what's cool about the French thing is I watched Ratatouille for the first time in a while this weekend, and fucking great movie.
Still never seen it.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, watch it. It's a great
All
movie.
the, like-
I had seen it a long time ago, and I was like, I want to watch something else in Paris. Let's watch fucking Ratatouille.
Any animated movie that pretty much came out between like our sophomore year of high school to now, I haven't seen. Like
No,
Moana,
no, I
I
haven't
finally
seen
saw
Moana
like 6
either.
months ago. Oh, dude, it's so good.
I know they're good, but I'm gonna have that phase. I'm
You
sure.
never saw the Spider-Verse movies?
I mean, like Disney animated.
Oh, okay.
And I actually only saw the first. I still haven't seen the second. I need to.
He actually exclusively watches anime porn too, so that also.
No, I haven't done that since junior high.
They banned it in Texas, dude.
I'm not into tentacles, dude. Except if I'm eating them, because
Except if I
calamari
want
is
to be.
dope.
And hot. So hot. Motherless fuck.
Also, wait, we almost glossed over this one. Shout out the greatest cameraman of all time, who was at the women's track meet as they finished and he's panning around them, and then for whatever reason went to that low angle right underneath her butt cheeks, and that girl had a phenomenal hiney. That cameraman, that was some motherless behavior. But God, do you even know what I'm talking about?
No, I thought so. My favorite one was the guy that was doing the trampoline and like the gymnasts, and it was just like he's just having to move the camera up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And I was like, that's really funny. But just watching his version of him just seeing that guy do it and not seeing the other person jumping, way funnier.
But we need to keep traditional Olympic garb in there, because imagine if that guy had done that angle. She was wearing leggings for her race.
I mean, when the sprinters start wearing leggings, that's when you know it's over.
I'm not for it.
That's when you know it's over.
Not for it.
I mean, I
I
knew God
gotta
was
see them
dead
cheeks.
after the opening ceremonies when they did that blasphemous act. But if you really want to know God's dead, when they wear leggings to run in the track stuff, that's when it's over.
It's horrible.
It's disgusting.
But shout out that cameraman.
I hope the closing ceremonies they ramp it up. I want him to have like they had I want
Somebody's
him
on
to
a cross and they're like, no, it's a Greek symbol.
like a rainbow on a cross, and they're like, what the fuck?
No, it's the Greek god of spectrum light.
Do the Noah's Ark, but it's only boys. It's just like two boy donkeys, two boy tigers. Like what? What?
It's just drag queens leading like little boys out on leashes. Like, no, there's nothing going on here.
Just get the fuck over yourself.
Actually, I do. I hope you're right. I hope for the close they really lean into some fucked up
double
shit.
decker table of exactly what they did, but it's got 400 more people on it.
It's just a bunch of dudes that look like me and assless chaps.
And did you watch Arrested Development?
I don't think I saw the final season, but yeah.
But the blue guy on there was like, that's Tobias Funke, guys. Like, come on. Some of you have never watched Arrested Development, and it shows. And
I blew
that was
myself.
the people that got mad.
That's the best line of that whole. I blew myself.
If you watched Arrested Development, you were not mad at the Olympic opening ceremonies, and I can probably say like 100% that is true.
Maybe not 100, but like 98 for sure.
99%. You're like, do this, Tobias. Come on. All right. Whatever.
Tobias Funke.
Whatever. All right. Next comeback kid we got is trades. Ooh, it's trade deadline time in the MLB. And congratulations, you guys.
We've got a Japanese pitcher for the first time.
Well, that's not your real get.
I mean, that's the
You got a little
congratulations.
coochie. You got a little coochie. Kikuchi.
You say
A
Coochie?
little kikuchi. But you got a little coochie. With you say kikuchi.
I'm excited. I think now we were one of like 4 teams that had not had a Japanese pitcher.
Wow. Very
And
telling.
hey, we're not the last.
Yeah.
That's progress, baby.
So that's what
There you
matters.
go. Who is the last?
I believe I want to say the Braves and like
Well, you know
there was
what
like a
they
mountain time team, maybe like the Diamondbacks
Yeah.
or something.
I can't remember exactly who, but I just know that the Astros were one of them.
And the funny thing about it was leading up to the trade deadline, my brother was like, I don't want him. It's like, I don't know what it is. I don't trust Japanese pitchers. And I was like, well, it was Daisuke.
That was going to say it's
Being a Red
Matsuzaka.
Sox fan, Daisuke Matsuzaka. That's why you don't trust Japanese pitchers, dude. You totally thought that was going to be a racist thing coming from my brother. No, it was just a dumb,
No, I was
dumb
going to say
man brain.
Daisuke fucking burned that bridge pretty quick, didn't
Yeah.
he?
So I need Yusei Kikuchi to play well, or else we might actually get into some anti-Japanese racism from my brother.
I thought you guys were really excited because y'all got our stud. Y'all got Caleb Ferguson from the Yankees.
Yeah, now that he's not on the Yankees, he's probably not going to be a bitch anymore.
Hey, I'm glad he's just not on my team doing that. So if y'all can fix him, he's yours. I was shocked when it was like the Astros are acquiring so and so from the Yankees, and then it was like in exchange for this, I was like, we got things for that guy. Like I thought they were just like, you can just have him. We'll send him. Like, will you pay for his ticket? Like we'll send him to Houston. You can take him.
I hope when we play the Yankees in the postseason, Like the first batter he faces is Verdugo, and he like drills him in the knee and then strikes out the side just to piss off Yankees fans.
Well,
That'd be great. Just so they get even madder at the Red Sox. Like, we took your trash and turned them into gold.
that's a motherless talking right there, buddy. Some motherless.
Pretty much
talking.
everything I say is motherless behavior. Dude.
I imagine though that he's probably not on the postseason roster.
No,
We need every arm
I was about
on
to say
deck.
you need anything.
Yeah, but like with you put starters back there.
That's true.
Somewhat, but like
You don't want Caleb Ferguson, I don't think, on a postseason
well,
roster.
now that he's going to get good coaching. He hasn't had that in New York.
Yeah, if he gets good, then that's a different
You know,
story.
New York had like the best starting rotation like through the first half of the season. No.
Well, it's because you signed good guys. It's not because of coaching.
They didn't sign good guys. They didn't
Why
sign
is
good
Garrett
guys.
Cole so good? Where did he learn to be great?
Pittsburgh.
Where could that? No, he was good in Pittsburgh, and that seemed really
He won
elevated.
a Cy Young last year.
Yeah.
Not on the Astros.
After the Astros taught him how to pitch. Pitchers are always good.
Okay, well,
in
then keep your
Pittsburgh,
guy.
and then they go somewhere else and they're great. That's how it happens.
He's out now, like what? General body fatigue.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. I hate Garrett Cole. Right
He
now.
looks, dude. He looks so bad with no facial hair. Like he needs to at least grow a mustache.
And I kind of has the scruff, but
He-
like
he
no,
looks
he
in
just
shape,
comes
but
in and
fat
gets
at the same
shelled.
time.
He had been coming in and getting shelled, and when he got like scratched yesterday,
But see, that's
I
what's
was
going to
just
happen.
like, whatever, dude. I don't
Robertson
care.
is that his name? What'd you say? The guy that we got,
Ferguson.
Ferguson. He's going to grow a beard. He's going to be amazing.
Maybe.
See, that's what it is. Is the Yankees try and take away all the masculinity of their players by saying no facial hair, so it really
Let him
hurts
grow
their
mustaches,
confidence.
dude. That's pretty fucking masculine.
Dude, if Judge could grow a beard, he'd probably have like 82 home
I think
runs.
Judge is good the way he is.
But like, how much better would he be if he was allowed to be a man?
He's good the way he is, dude.
Your coach's name is Boone. It's got Boo in the name. He's a piece of shit.
I boo that guy fucking more than anybody else does. Believe me, I fucking hate Aaron Boone.
Either way, yeah. Astros, they signed a few guys. Are going to be superstars. Red
Yankees
Sox are
got-
going to make a charge. Yankees are going to fade.
Yeah, he's got Jazz Chisholm. He's hit a home run all the fucking time.
He's using all up his.
He's gonna
using
hit
up all his
only
power
home
early.
runs. That's all he does. And
He's
his name
all-
is Jazz. And then I get to also be like, oh my God, you're gonna make me Jazz every time he does anything, which is a great.
He's on pace to hit like 45 home runs now this year.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
It's incredible. He
He
had
would've
like
hit
4
9
going into
more.
the year. He's got 9 since he joined the team.
He would have hit 9 more before this season if he had been on the Yankees the whole time. But like I think we've even talked about like cool athlete names, and I think that was the first name I said.
Jazz Chisholm.
Like
Yeah.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. just fucking that guy was built to be an athlete and a stud.
And I'm pretty sure it's a nickname, but also if you told me his name was really Jazz, I'd
No,
believe
it's
it.
like Jassem. It's one of those like Spanish names, or he's
French?
Bohemian. He's Bohemian, but it's like Jasim Resendez or whatever it is, where he has like 4 names.
Yeah, Jazz is better.
It's like and then it's like that Chisholm. I don't know.
Because if his name was Jacinda, we'd just call him Jizz.
Yeah,
Jizz Chisholm.
right.
Jazz, much better.
Dude, and he just absolutely rakes, and it's awesome.
What were the other big trade? There wasn't a lot
Jazz
going
Chisholm
around this
pretty
time.
much was the big one.
There were-
Flaherty.
There were a lot of trades, but not a lot of big ones.
Yeah, like Flaherty going to the Dodgers. That's big for them because they've had. I feel like every major team has had arm troubles this year.
Yeah.
Nobody's had a healthy roster. But he's also a 1-year rental. So a lot of the guys have been 1-year rentals. We'll see how it's going to be a fun postseason. Nobody has any clue. I did say the Astros plus 1,400 got him yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to be in the conversation once playoff time comes. And at plus 14, I think the Yankees are like plus 6.
Don't bet him.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying, like,
Don't bet the Yankees.
there's a few teams at the top, and the Astros were kind of far back. I was like, it's a little disrespectful. And
Wait.
I like that number.
I do have an Olympic lock for you. I will give you after this.
Does it have to do with female boxing?
I didn't want to say it on the podcast. But
Yeah. I think we're all on that lock, buddy.
I have a
trades.
pretty substantial parlay on it. Plus 298 to win. If Imaine Khalif from Algeria wins the women's 66 kilogram boxing, and then if Lin Yu Ting from Taipei wins the women's 57 kilogram
Why are you so big
boxing.
on them?
I just, I watched them. I thought that they seemed, they were great ladies out there boxing.
You can tell when they're out there fighting. It's really, it's in their genes. They were born to do this.
They seemed, it was just like they had something else that the rest of the competition just didn't have. That extra oomph to them, I think it was extra training maybe.
Got an extra something.
But in Chinese Taipei, they're just churning out boxers.
Oh, they're
I
known
think, when
for
I
it.
think boxing, I think Chinese Taipei.
And then what was
And
the other country too?
Algeria.
Algeria, yeah. I mean, they're well-known fighters.
But I didn't know if you've seen that, but I got that line this morning. I was
Just
very
remind
happy
me
with it.
later.
All right. Next up is superheroes. Superheroes are back this week because Deadpool and Wolverine came out, and I was talking to you guys about this before we started because I see that you haven't seen it, Pat, but I know Robert did. But like Twisters last week, we kind of said the same thing we're about to say, where it was like every person that saw Twisters was like, dude, it was so badass. You got to go see that. That movie was so good. Every single person had just a rave review of Twisters. There's nobody like, that movie sucked. Same thing with Deadpool and Wolverine. I don't know anything about the storyline at all, but Deadpool and Wolverine was all people were talking about. It seemed like Robert, review it for us.
It was really good. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that it was Hugh Jackman in it, and Deadpool was able to bounce off Hugh Jackman.
Deadpool's big on his own though, anyways, right?
He is, but like having that back and forth with Hugh Jackman, that was good.
Is
That was-
Wolverine like the most loved dude outside of? Is Deadpool the most? Who's the most loved superhero guy?
Well, I think it's because of Hugh Jackman and how long he's been playing Wolverine for like 20 years, 20 plus years.
And everyone grew up loving Wolverine. He was the coolest of the X-Men.
Gambit was the coolest of the X-Men. He could throw cards that cut people.
Man, he had that Cajun accent. Yeah, but Wolverine was also a badass, so that's why he was more loved.
I always didn't like Wolverine because everybody else loved Wolverine, and I always wanted to be
You're
like,
contrarian.
but that's like Michael Scott's your favorite character on The Office. Michael Scott is my favorite character on The Office, but like that's a very basic bitch answer to give.
I like Asian Jim.
You mean
Also,
Jim?
superhero.
Yeah, just Jim. Yeah, no, it's the only movie that I've ever had like it's universal good reviews. You can't even find a bad review online, which is crazy because you can probably find it on Reddit. I don't go on Reddit. That's even too
I
toxic
love
for me.
Reddit so much.
But even on Twitter, everything is positive. You don't see a single bad thing. Everyone loves Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, and even though it's the third Deadpool movie, you really don't need to have seen any of the other Deadpools, even like the Wolverine movies or anything else Marvel, because like Deadpool is like a fourth wall character, so he'll like talk to camera and say really quick things. Like that's all you need to know, and then we'll move on. Like,
Okay.
He'll tell you in the movie, and that's it.
I heard every cameo was like well done. They weren't
Yeah.
just thrown in there for no reason. They all had a reason to be there. I gotta see it soon.
Yeah.
Because of like everyone's been very respectful about spoilers. You can only expect that to hold on for so long, though. We're going on a week now that it's been out, almost.
Yeah, just about a week. I think by like next Monday, you'll be seeing a lot of it.
Yeah. I might have to just buy the bullet. Can you already rent it on your TV, or is this one of the ones where they're
No,
not doing
no,
it?
it's gonna be-
They wanna get your money, buddy.
They want your money.
Well, usually when you have to rent it, you rent it for like $40.
That's what I don't
So,
understand.
like,
Why doesn't everybody just offer that? I will just give you $40. I'm an
because they
idiot.
have deals with the movie theaters that they want you to, and they want you to see it on the big screen. You experience
Yeah.
it better. That you're more likely to like a movie because you're going to pay full attention to it. If you're at home, you're going to be on the phone the whole time.
That's true.
But I might have to find a way to watch it from home.
Not that you would really do that. But
No, not that I
it'd be
just
real
haven't been
shame
able
if
to
you
find
did
one
do
with
that.
great quality
If
yet.
you did
But
do that, it'd be a shame. But then also, Dr. Octopus, he's back because Robert Downey Jr., he's going to play two guys now.
Doctor Doom.
Same thing. It's this Dr. Ock's cousin, obviously.
Once they announced him, I did because they had to replace Kang. They were setting it all up to Kang was going
Who
to be
the
the
fuck
big
is
bad
Kang?
guy. He's like a multiverse guy. He's a very powerful bad guy. Turns out the guy that they had cast as him, an actual bad guy who likes to beat up his girlfriend. So instead of just recasting him, they're like, you know what? We're just going to scrap all this, new villain. They're bringing back Robert Downey Jr. for it. Some people were saying, you know what? Maybe just go Tropic Thunder and recast him as the black guy. Which would have been electric.
What do you mean, you people?
I'm a dude disguised as a dude.
I want Robert to see Tropic Thunder so bad.
I've seen it,
Oh, fuck, you have.
but it's a very long time.
But it's good.
Yeah.
The opening like fake movie prequels were so good too.
It's so funny though, because like that's a movie that Robert I could see just be like, I don't like this, but like Robert liked it because it is funny. It's really funny, but it's like the most like non-Robert humor.
Yeah, from what I remember, I liked it.
Did you even recognize that was Tom Cruise?
Or Robert Downey.
I didn't know it was Robert Downey Jr. until like way later.
You got really
Tom
into
Cruise
character.
was the executive, the big guy with the hairy arms. That was Tom Cruise. They just put him in makeup. Which that might be his best role
Great
ever.
movie.
But
Great movie. But yeah, shout out to superheroes. I feel like superheroes had been on the down. Like really,
fuck, just bring back Robert Downey Jr.
was it like Avengers was the last big one, and then it's
and
just
they
like,
haven't been doing well since then.
Yeah, really, this shit sucks.
I
It's
think
like,
a
well,
big
yeah,
part
you
of it-
killed Superman.
Well, it's they phased all the original characters that everyone already knew, like Thor, Captain America, all these guys. They did 12, 15 movies, and then they had to phase in the next group of superheroes, and everyone's like, well, I don't know I don't know Miss Marvel, I don't know whoever they're bringing in. These were the classic iconic ones. So now they're like, all right, we'll just bring back Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, and people are like less likely to give other new characters a chance as they were back then. Like no one knew Iron Man back then either.
I did, but I was kind of nerdy.
That's my whole thing. Is like I felt like there was like Superman, Spider-Man, Batman. You had the Fantastic Four, but like I didn't read comics or anything like that. But like you knew like the major superheroes, and it was like cool. Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. I saw the fuck out of that. Like that was cool. And then just like, all right, well now like Ant-Man. It's like, all right, that's a guy. I like Paul Rudd. I'm not interested in seeing that stuff. And then I felt like they just kind of like the Black Panther thing seemed like maybe it had a little bit of revival then. I watched Guardians of the Galaxy not realizing that was Marvel at all. I just was like, this is a cool concept of a movie. He's got a friend that's a raccoon.
Yeah, I didn't
That's
know
hilarious.
about them, but all the other superheroes I knew. I had gotten a book when I was younger of like all the first comics of all these characters, so I had known about Ant-Man. But yeah, I don't know. I think they've got so much money invested in, it's going to keep going. But we're kind of starting to hit that shelf life of, all right, dude, we're running out of characters that people give a shit about. This is why
That's
Fantastic
probably-
Four needs to land big for them. Because
But they
people
already
know
did
that
a
one.
Fantastic Four.
But those ones weren't like, they had done it back in the day, but I'm talking about as part of the
Who's-
MCU.
You have the Human
Human Torch,
Torch,
Invisible Girl,
the
Mr.
Blob
Fantastic,
guy.
and The Thing.
Yeah, thing. And then who's the bad guy in that?
Doctor Doom.
Oh,
Yeah. So they need this to hit well. Because that was one of the ones people, like, even if you didn't read comics, you knew who the Fantastic Four were.
Is it bad that like I just read it? I didn't see like him coming out with the mask on, but they were like Robert Downey Jr. is Doom, and I was like, he's Duke Nukem. Like they're Duke Nukem from the computer games?
First
No
of all,
way.
Doom isn't Duke Nukem. Those are two completely different.
What am I thinking of?
Doom was the Space Marine where you're on like Mars fighting like mutants.
Who is Duke Nukem?
Duke Nukem was it was another shooter.
What was it called? Wasn't it?
It was
Doom?
called Duke Nukem.
Oh, I thought it was Doom.
Yeah, Duke Nukem was the character and the name of the game. But he said all the crude shit. Like,
Yeah. That's why you'd go to your friend. Like I couldn't have that, but I'd go to my friend's house and play it, and it's like, yeah.
there's like boobs and stuff in
This
it.
guy's badass. Yeah, like triangle boobs.
Yeah.
And my friend's dad would be like, see these fellas? So like, ha ha, look.
Titties.
Boobs.
Motherless behavior.
So yeah, superheroes very much back. Also back this week, couches. Because
You're on one?
I am on a couch. I am on a couch for the second time in the last month on a podcast. But couches are back because have you seen the JD Vance fucking couches memes?
I haven't seen them. I heard about it at work.
I saw
yesterday.
them, didn't understand them at all. I laughed at every single one without understanding it. I guess somebody on Twitter was just like, oh yeah, I heard that JD Vance likes to fuck couches when his wife kicks him out of the room, and so it was like somehow there was a rumor that he fucks couch cushions.
I guess it was
And
like he
then
talked about it in his book or something.
He talked about like,
But I thought it was like when he was a kid, and I'm like, what boy going through puberty at one point did not stick his dick in couch cushions?
I didn't.
Robert, you didn't have to answer. We know you didn't. You never?
No, dude.
I'm not. It's not like it was a regular habit. I fucking will freely. I've had so many friends
don't
growing up.
remember
Like, yeah,
doing
dude.
that.
What did you stick your dick in as a child?
Socks?
Well, yeah, everyone did that
Yeah.
after American Pie, but like,
You find something that works for you. That's what you do. I got the
yeah.
socks
And
for you,
I
yeah.
tried a couch first. It did not work. It was rough.
But yeah, so like I just saw it, like it would be that dude, it would be the JD Vance guy, Trump's VP dude, and like just all these like couch fucking memes, and he'd be like, "Man, that girl thick," and it was just him staring at a big couch, or like the white girl with all the black guys behind her on the couch meme, but it was just the girl was gone, and it was just 6 JD Vances, like just all the memes are. I was like, I don't know what this is about, but like those are my favorite kind of memes where you get to explore like, ooh, this is popping. whatever this is, it's popping.
I didn't
I don't
even
know
see any of
100%
them.
what this means, but I got to find out the bottom of it. And then I was like, JD Vance, couch memes, what do they mean? And it was like the origin of the meme. And I was like, fuck yeah, I'm here for it. And then people were like, this is just derogatory, blah, blah, blah. Like, if you're cool making memes for the other side, you got to be cool and the other side makes memes for you guys. And, like, that's what is my favorite thing is, like, everybody on every side acts, like, holier than now. Like, can you believe that they would do this? Can you believe they would sink this low? It's like, yeah, because you guys did it last week. Like, everybody's doing it. Just fair game. It's fucking hilarious. And you got to be able to call a spade a spade. Those memes are funny.
You got to give it, like, the left finally made a good move.
Those
meme.
memes are
Let 'em have
fucking
it.
funny.
They're going to run it into the ground, and then they'll go back to
But
not being able to
John
meme.
Oliver called his, like, the campaign guy, like his campaign people, and was like, can you specify whether or not JD Vance has ever fucked a couch? And, like, they didn't correctly answer it. And he's like, he's never denied it. And it's like, that is the politics I'm here for.
Also,
That's the politics I'm here for. Have you seen the campaign with Will Ferrell and
love
Zach
that movie.
Galifianakis? And he was like, this guy didn't go to the anti-cancer rally. Is he pro-cancer? And it's like, that is my favorite kind of politics. It's like, this guy's he's going to have to make a statement and be like, no, I did not fuck a couch. Like a vice presidential candidate may have to go out, like, in public and say that on a microphone. That is hilarious. to
No,
me.
I
If you
think-
don't think that's funny, you're not funny, because that is hilarious.
if anything, he'll come out and be like, I was in the military. Any of y'all ever talked to a military guy? They're all a little fucked in the head.
Maybe he likes Chappelle.
That would be funny if he comes out. He's like, listen, no, everyone's saying I did this when I was in puberty. I did not do this when I was 12. I did it when I was 24 and I was in the military.
He's double
and,
downs on it.
and everyone in the military will be like, yeah,
But
it
I
makes
think
sense.
that might be where they're like, weird. This is weird. And, like, weird came out of that.
If you think that's weird, you see the other shit these guys do in the military, popping zins up their asshole just to see what happens.
The couches are back this week. It's just a good week for couches. The memes, A+ memes. A+ memes. And just, it's good when one of those takes off. I felt like I had missed out on something, and I got to experience
I
it for
did
the
miss
first
it
time, and
completely.
it was great. But do it just JD Vance couch memes. Do that when you get home tonight, when you're taking your next poop. It's 10 minutes right there. You're good. You're good.
Make my own meme. It's like, sup, girl.
Had
It's
you
just
seen
my
those,
couch.
Robert?
I haven't seen the memes. I'd heard about the whole thing, but I didn't look at the memes.
I guess my timeline is like detoxing from politics, which is a good thing.
That makes me happy that, like, that is how I am now consuming certain media, is just like memes. Well, did you see that? No. Was there a meme about it? No. Okay. Well, what's up?
Kamala better
Make-
not
make
pick someone
one.
who fucked couches, or else
Or should she definitely pick somebody that fucked couches?
just pick an even more fucked up military guy.
Yeah.
This guy fucked a goat. What?
But that's the kind of politics we're talking about. Being like, this guy, did you ever fuck a goat? And like, no, I didn't. And like, I have a question. Hi, Alex Middleton, Past Great Podcast. Did you or did you not ever fuck a goat? And they're like, I didn't. It's like, did a
I shoved a
presidential
hot dog up
candidate
my ass
have
at
to
4th of
talk
July
about
one
that?
time.
Well, what I thought was funny about, like, the AP put out like a fact check. It's like, no, JD Vance never had sex with a couch.
Or the Twitter notes also had something like
and,
that.
and then they were like, but then the AP had to retract that because there's no way they could actually know for sure. So it's like, okay, maybe JD Vance never had sex with a couch. Because
It is not known whether
Yeah.
or not he officially has.
Well, what was the couch wearing?
Was the couch asking for? Was it a leather couch?
Did it have the plastic on it? He was like, well, it's basically a condom.
Yeah, you can't get pregnant.
Was it his grandmother's couch?
Well, those floral ones, yeah.
Or I'm just saying with the plastic.
Yeah.
Big old dental dam covering
Shout out
it.
couches, though.
Yeah, they work hard.
Shout out couches. Also, shout out teachers. That's our last comeback kid this week. I know school is kind of right around the corner, and I've seen the teacher wish lists get put out there. My mom was a teacher forever. I know how hard it is for teachers to get all of their school supplies, get all that stuff. I know that the schools are just bullshit right now where they're like, hey, here's 2 crayons. I hope you can teach with these all year. And a lot of teachers are dipping into their own pockets. And I see all the time on Twitter and social media people sharing their teachers' wish list links. And I feel like we're pieces of shit, but maybe we can do something that's not pieces of shit, and let's help out. And if you want to support, if you want to take a week off from Gravy Game merch and you want to go and buy, so I'm starting off with my friend Allison. My friend Allison, I did the Pass the Gravy Bro. You may remember her from Pass the Gravy Bro. She's fucking awesome. You went to high school with her. Allison Marson is incredible. She's a second grade teacher over in like the Denton area, and I mean she's been doing it ever since she got out of college. She's great at her job, and I love Allison, and like the fact that she's got to pay for her own stuff, that sucks. And so I went and I bought every school like athletic thing. It was like kickball, soccer ball, basketball. Like done. All right, those are mine. That's my contribution. So I tweeted out the link. I retweeted it on the podcast. We'll post it again tomorrow too. Just go to @PassGrade Podcast. I'm gonna start. I want to pick 1 or 2 teachers a week. I feel like, and you know, if you don't want to do this, you don't have to. If you're listening or watching, if you feel so inclined and you got $10 that you can help out a teacher, like that's all the difference it makes, man. And when you remember being in school, like you hated those broken crayons, and you got stuck in classes where like, did you ever get stuck in the class where like there was like one red and everybody's having to fucking share that shit? That sucks.
Or when all that's left of the color that you want is just a real little bit, so you have to like try and make it last, but like it just crumbles in your hand.
And then you have the cool class where you're like, oh, this teacher spent her money and she had the sharpener on the back of the crayons. That was cool.
Or when you're trying to use a yellow marker and some dickhead had colored over black with it, so it just ruins it.
Yeah, you just got to color long enough until it goes away. So they're like, all that stuff sucks, man. And teachers are, you know, they're not getting paid enough right now, and they're having to foot the bill for a lot of this stuff to try and make, you know, somebody's kid their school year more like enjoyable. And I know Allison is a good person to start with. I'd like to continue to do this for the next month or so to kind of help out some teachers, specifically Gravy Gang teachers. Obviously, if you know a teacher and you want to help out, like that, do that. But how? So if you want to like nominate somebody @PassGaryPod, use the hashtag PTG Teachers. That's how I'm going to start searching for it. PTG Teachers, #PTG Teachers. I'm just going to tweet out the person. I'm going to tweet out what grade they teach, and then I'm going to be like, hey, anything helps if you feel so inclined. This is not us pressuring you into doing anything. I just feel like there's some people that would like to give right now, and if this dumb little show that we do can help out anybody that wants to listen to this podcast in any capacity, like, let's give back, man. You guys let us do this, and we want to help out the teachers out there. So if you got any teachers or you yourself are a teacher, @PassGradePod, #PTG Teachers, and we'll tweet out the wish list link, and hopefully we'll stock up your classroom or help you stock up your classroom. But
and just so you're aware, the link does say wedding/registry. It's not wedding. Don't be fooled by that.
Click the registry, and then you'll see
just
that
click
there's
on it. It is
stuff.
the correct link. Don't be fooled.
There's
it is for
stuff on
teachers.
there. So yeah, @PassGradePod, #PTG Teachers. Let's help out some of the youths, and then you can basically be like, we're molding young minds.
I'm scrolling through it right now, and it's just all the balls are gone. Good job, Alex.
Well, like read. Don't like you don't have to say prices or anything, but like, just read some of the stuff. It's very simple stuff. That's like $9.
10-pack pen holder, Amazon Basics pencils, colored pencils, stickers,
like
it's
just little basic school supplies. Throw $10 at it. If you got $10 to burn, you know you can feel better about yourself.
Snack fund or classroom snack fund. Like
treat it like church. You can go commit sins if you buy one item in the teacher shop thing.
And you know what? She's not that far off from fulfilling everything that's on her list. So you know what? Maybe we can top that off for her. And then next week we'll get somebody else.
All right. But yeah, if you'd like to submit somebody @PassGradePod, #PTG Teachers. Let's help out. You guys know school didn't really do that much for me, I guess. Obviously, it didn't take too well, but I enjoyed my time in it. And let's help these teachers help other kids enjoy their time. Let's move on to the Not Cool segment, where we tell you guys what's not cool throughout the week. It's our little venting sesh we get to do. You know, if you get run over by a bus, very not cool. If you stub your toe, slightly less not cool, but still not cool. Hit us up. @PassGradePod, use the hashtag PTG Not Cool. That's how we'll search for them. We're going to pick a couple of the Not Cools that you guys and gals submit to us each week, and then we will read them out aloud. This week's Not Cool segment brought to you by the LittleMShop.com. Little M Shop air fresheners, the best air fresheners on the planet. If you're driving around with those little baby back bitch little trees in your fucking rearview mirror, know that they hate the planet. They want to chop down trees, and that is what that is symbolically meaning. Those motherless fucks over at the little fucking baby bitch tree company. They're chopping down trees. Where a Little M Shop, they plant trees. You buy a Little M air freshener, they're going to throw some bird seed out, and sometimes trees grow out of that. So I'm not saying that a tree will grow. I'm saying that it's possible. And that's more than just chopping down trees. So you want to say opposite. Who's helping, who's not helping. I say Little M Shop's helping. But they got the best air fresheners. I just changed out our Diaper Genie one, and it was like that smell, the Little M smell stays for a very long time. But then you open a new one, and you just get the fresh pop of like, oh, it's way stronger. It's way more pungent. Poop. And Diaper Genie's just all poop. So like that's great to throw in the Diaper Genie. But I have the Out of This World one in the bottom of our Diaper Genie right now. The little ice scent. You can also get the Fresh to Death scent. You can get the floral wallpaper with that one, and they have the Rad Miami Beach scent as well. That looks like an 80s like Full House or not. Saved by the Bell type design or 80s, 90s, like retro design. But that's awesome. They also have customizable stickers and keychains that you can get. They have their own already made keychains. If you're a Swiftie, maybe you like Stranger Things or some other stuff like that, you can also just get those. It's great for bachelor parties where your kids are going to school. If you want their name on a keychain for the backpack, go to littlemshop.com. Free shipping on orders of $10 or more. And if you use our promo code PTG69 at checkout, you're going to get 10% off your order. So that's $10 off of orders of $10 or more and 10% off your order when you go to PTG or use promo code PTG69 at littlemshop.com, littlemshop.com. If you get something from Little M Shop, tag them, let them know. They're at Little EM Tweets on Twitter and at Little EM Shop on Instagram. Let them know you're supporting the people supporting the podcast. littlemshop.com, promo code PTG69 for 10% off your order.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
Also, do not forget to watch us on YouTube. If you're listening to us exclusively, go check out the YouTube version. You can see us. Look at us right now. We look different. The last 4 weeks, you will get a different look at us each time. So don't forget. I feel like this week I've been bad about staring at the camera. I've been pretty good.
I look every once in a while.
Yeah. Yeah,
I just keep getting lost in your eyes.
Yeah, I appreciate that, dude.
Someone told me today I have kind eyes. I was like, that's not true.
These are very mean, angry eyes.
They say kind eyes are nice eyes. I don't know. Either way, I was like, wrong. Wrong.
If you're not watching us on YouTube, youtube.com, just search Pass Grade Podcast. Hit subscribe to that. Thumbs up on the video. Tell us your favorite Olympic sport so far. Just give us your favorite Olympic sport. And comment that. That'll show that you were watching. We appreciate you guys. And then I think Todd Voss corrected you on last week's podcast, and you said somebody's name wrong. So take that. I was gonna write it down. I forgot to write it down, but people correct you in the comments.
I say wrong names all the time.
That's why you gotta go look at it. You gotta get corrected.
Okay.
And then I like commenting from my own one and just be like, yeah, Pat's an idiot.
Yeah. Todd Voss said, FYI, Pat, Quicksilver was played by Aaron Taylor Johnson, not Taylor Kitsch.
Oh, did I get the Taylor right?
Yeah,
That's close.
no.
Dude, with my stupid brain, I get points for that.
Well, I'm just letting people that comment know that we read
Aaron
the
Taylor
comments.
Johnson.
So go comment an Olympic
That's
sport.
what it is. It's 'cause
and that's how we'll call somebody out next week on
I
the
was
pod.
thinking actors and linking roles, and Aaron Taylor Johnson, they're saying might be in the next Bond. And I was connecting those together, and Taylor Kitsch was, yeah.
Okay.
Too many Taylors.
Yeah, a lot of Taylors. But yeah, youtube.com/PassAgrade Podcast. If you're watching the YouTube version, go hit play on the audio version as well. Help us get clicks in both areas and also share us with a friend. Let's start with some of your submitted not cools, hashtag PTG not cool at Pass Grade Pods, where you'll send those and we'll pick some of them. This first one is from our buddy Raymundo Benavides at KMundoB. And Raymundo says, I just jumped in the wrong Uber, even though I confirmed the name. I was in the car and my real Uber called me. I freaked out. Like, what's up, Pat? You're Pat? And he's like, yeah. And it's just also Pat.
Well, I'm assuming he probably walked up, was like, for Raymundo, and the guy was like, yeah.
Yeah,
Just not even paying
probably
attention.
not paying attention. And
I
then,
hope he turned around and brought you back to the real Uber.
I would imagine so. Dude, but Mundo, he did something really cool last week. When we were doing the podcast, he flew to Memphis, Tennessee to see Highly Suspect. He didn't have a hotel room or anything, so he flew to Memphis, hung out all day in Memphis, stayed and just partied after the show, went back and flew home at like 5 a.m.
That's sick.
He got to go, I'm from Memphis, so I was like, rendezvous ribs, check out the Peabody Hotel Duck Show.
Don't go downtown at night.
I was like, go to Beale Street during the day. They march ducks to this fountain that's in the hotel twice a day.
That's cool as shit.
So these guys used to take their decoy ducks, but the decoy ducks used to be like real ducks back in the day. And they would be like, all right, well, we're going to go drink at the bar. And they would just hang them out, like put them in the fountain. And then that just kind of became a thing. And now there's a guy with like a cane that marches the ducks to the fountain. Go YouTube Peabody Duck Show. Watch it when you're high. It's going to be super entertaining, I promise you.
All right.
But it kills the kid. But Mundo got to go do that. He got to see Highly Suspect. Like, he did like a 5-day vacation in one day. He got to go to the Bass Pro Shop pyramid. That's fucking sick.
Coolest pyramid in the world.
It's the best pyramid. Egypt's got nothing on that pyramid. But yeah, jumping in the wrong Uber, that sucks. And I've done it where you just don't connect the name if they don't speak English. Sometimes you're like, Alex for Alex, and you just get in. They're like, they show you the thing. Like, oh, my bad, dude. Sorry. And like I've gotten kicked out where like they were mad at me for doing that. Where I was like, oh, I thought you pulled up next to me. You looked at me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, dude, that sucks. T's and P's, Mundo. Love you, buddy. Next up, we got Ashley Wilkins. Shout out, big spender Ashley, keeping Robert with us. She basically back paid Robert for like 2 months now. Was it repurchase? I don't know. Shout out to we got Robert hanging out with us for 2 more months because of Ashley. At Buster Healer Mix on Twitter is her Twitter handle. And Ashley's not cool is had a colonoscopy and had a bad reaction to the anesthesia. I woke up with a really bad sore throat. Yeah, woke up with a really bad sore throat later and had chills and developed a fever of 101.5. I was in bed all day and I only ate 1 cup of Jell-O. This is all after being on a liquid diet the day before. Yeah, it sucks.
That sucks so bad. I'm going to resist the urge to make a sore butt and sore throat joke.
Like colonoscopy, not great. Sore throat, not great.
Fever,
not being
not
able to
great.
eat, not great. Knowing what's going to happen before the colonoscopy, not great. Knowing the colonoscopy still has to happen, not great. Then being like, by the way, anesthesia, yeah, no reaction. So that fucking sucks. And then just being hungry all the time and not really being able to eat anything, not great. So that's super not cool for Ashley. To
Being
start
sick
this
is the
off.
worst. That's absolutely awful on every level.
Yeah, T's and P's, Ashley. T's and P's, man. Hopefully you're back at 100%.
Try some whiskey.
Yeah, try some whiskey. That's the Pat special. David Ruiz gives us our next not cool. He's at David_Ruiz90 on Twitter, and David says, my dumbass hit the wrong button while I was pumping gas, and instead of hitting regular, I hit Supreme. So instead of paying $2.74 a gallon, I paid $4.09 a gallon. Basically paid double that.
At least you didn't hit diesel.
Okay, dumb question. Are all cars able to do regular and Supreme?
I believe so. It's just like a cleaner
Yeah.
gas. Like it works better. You just can't switch from diesel to regular.
I knew that. Unless you really want to
But
go
I think
fast.
all of them can do that. I think like
I thought diesel was just when you race. Like, you
luxury
put it-
cars, you're supposed to only put like Supreme in, like
Is there, like-
Beamers and shit like that. I
What is
think.
different about the gas?
I don't know.
It's just cleaner and more pure.
Is this one of those things where like they just?
It's like it's pure cocaine, and we get the cut shit.
But like,
Yeah.
how would you know?
What do you mean? Yeah, Robert.
How would you know though?
I watch Breaking Bad.
I don't know.
Is Supreme-
Hey, but somebody did post underneath it too. At least look at it this way: if you're in California, you'd be paying $4.09 just for a regular. So try and look on the bright side. But also, yeah, that sucks ass because you're probably just watching the, or it's even worse if you weren't watching it. If you just like turned it on and stopped paying attention until you heard the click, and then you see the price, you're like, what the hell? Or if you're just watching it just rapidly go up, and you're like, oh.
Did he stop it? I think in the picture I saw that he paid $56.
That's so much money.
Oh, that's probably what it was then.
But like, dumb question though. Is Supreme really different than regular gas, or are they tricking us?
I feel like it has to be, or else I want to say the government would have stepped in and fixed it, but the government doesn't fix
No,
it.
this is the perfect racket like a gas company could pull. It's like, well, where's all the stuff in the ground? They don't have clear pumps, right? No, they don't. Okay,
Actually, I'm going to say it's definitely different because car guys, like,
they're just regular gas. They just get idiots to pay more money for it.
but I bet you they can tell how their car is running differently on the gas. So, like, if they paid for premium and it wasn't running, they would be able to tell from the way their car feels on the road. They'd be like, nope, this is wrong.
I don't know.
Car guys
dude.
know everything, dude. Like,
Yeah, car
They're-
guys, they're really into
I'm
the
a car
cars.
guy, and I feel
They're
like
not.
I'm a huge car guy. You know this.
you're an I own a car guy.
Like I said, that makes me a car guy. I have a car. Car guy.
I actually had this thought yesterday when I was filling up too. Like, remember growing up, people would be like, you know what my secret skill is being able to stop it exactly on $10 or exactly on $20. You know why it's harder to do now? Because gas is so much more expensive. The numbers are changing quicker. That's why it was easy back in the day. I remember being able to do it every time now because I hit it exactly on 20 yesterday. First time I've done it in like 3 years.
I hit it most times.
Bro, no, it's impossible. It's going too fast.
You always try and get
Back
an
in the
even
day, it was
number or
easy.
69.
Because it would be like, now it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. Back in the day, it was like 1, 2, 3. That's when it was easy.
So do you not fill up all the way? Do you try to get it to
No, you fill up and then you're just like, you keep
like
topping
that.
off.
Adding
you're
no,
topping
I'm
off.
talking about it's just running, stop, and hitting it that way.
Oh.
That's hard.
No, yeah, I always try and like I fill up, and then when it fills up, you try and like get to the even dollar amount, and if you're past the even dollar amount, you try and get to 69.
I'm usually like filling up on the way home, and I'm trying to get home fast to like watch a game or like use the bathroom. So most of the time when I'm putting like $10 in, and then I'm out.
My
Maybe
brain
20.
feels like it's like stealing. I'm like, I'm topping off. I'm getting all this free gas. It's like you're paying for it every single time. You're literally watching the money go up.
I get mad every time that like I wiggle it when it's in there, and like I try and make sure all the gas is out, and I pull it out, and there's still drops that come out. I'm like, I paid for that. That's bullshit.
Yeah, yeah.
It makes me mad.
I'm still in the hot take that Supreme Gas is until it's clear, where I can see the pumps and I can see it coming up and I can tell that it's different.
How would you know it's still coming from
It
underground?
would look more Supreme.
It's got like the logo on
Yeah,
it.
it's got the red sticker on it.
This has bubbles.
That Supreme gas wouldn't be $4. It'd be $44 a gallon.
I'm calling bullshit on Supreme Gas. All right. Just know
Very
that.
happy I completely
that.
missed that whole Supreme movement.
I didn't know that it was a movement until
Yeah,
it was
I
like
don't-
it came back, and they're like, "Remember this?" I was like, "That was
just-
already a thing."
It's just also fashion, and I obviously don't care about that.
I'm a big fashion guy. Everybody knows me. Knows that.
I wear either these pants or jeans pretty much every day, and just a conglomerate of black shirts. That's it.
Not a bad way to go. Not a bad way to go. All right. So I'll go first. My not cool is my internet, obviously. I had a technician over twice now. They've looked at it, and then they'll show me on their little app thing, like, it's fixed, see? I'm like, no. It's fixed now. But, like, my internet goes in and out all day. So I'll be watching a baseball game, and then it'll be like, psh, now every pitch is going to buffer. So this is going to suck. I'm watching the Olympics, and it's like, guess what? You're stuck on Suni Lee on the beam. We're just not going to update this. Sorry, fuck you. And then it'll be 15 minutes, and then it'll be like, guess what? We're back. Don't worry. So it's long enough of an outage to when I call, the outage is over by the time that it happens. But it also, like, I was doing a podcast on Monday. I was doing the New York Giants Rush with Sean Marash from Tiki and Evan on WFAN. It was like a pretty big interview, and just my fucking thing just kept dropping. And I was like, guys, I can't. I'm sorry. I'm fucking the podcast up by doing this and just dropping out. And then I'm playing Xbox, and it's like, haha, no internet. It dropped. I'm Ethernetted in and all of this shit too. So it's not Wi-Fi based, but Wi-Fi also goes out and the cable also goes out. And then I call Comcast, like, it shows everything working. I'm like, fuck you, it's not working. And then they came out, and I may or may not know some people that work at Comcast, and I'm like, hey, can you look at my stuff? And they're like, yeah, dude, your shit's fucked. And then the Comcast guy comes over and is like, looks fine to me. Shows me the app. I'm like, yes, I can see the app. I can see the app that I also have that you are showing me. And yeah, I am telling you that it shows that it's working, but it is not working because I am at the house and it will not work. And yeah, it's one of those situations where it's like they just think I'm fucking with them. It's like, I'm not fucking with you, but I'm gonna win this battle. All right, I will win this battle, and I will not yell at people.
When the tech shows up, what you need to do is be like, listen, here's what's going to happen. Me and you, we're going to sit down, we're going to crack a couple beers, and we're going to watch a game. And you're going to see that it keeps dropping in and out. Big, I'm not going to have you sit there working on stuff, trying to figure out. No, you're just going to sit here, and you're going to experience it.
But it's like somebody's
then
like
you'll
either
know.
stealing my shit or whatever, because it's like when people get home, like you can tell when people are getting home from work, like around 4 to 6 is when it fucks up a lot, and then from like 7 to about 9 when people are like watching shit is also when it fucks up the most. And like it's the most frustrating thing in the world, to the point where like I love doing this podcast. Like, guys, we can't fucking do this. We can't fucking do the podcast in my house. I can't do the podcast in my house, or I'll be fucking cutting out, and we'll have to be splicing together 17 different bits of the podcast that were between when Alex's internet went out.
Yeah, that sounds frustrating.
Yeah, it's been very frustrating. So, fuck you, Comcast. Fuck you, Comcast. That's my not cool. My other not cool, I hurt Wheezy's paw.
You monster.
I didn't mean to. It was out of like love, and I was playing with her. So you kind of put this into my mind about having a parking garage next door to me, and you're like, dude, you could just get some sick workouts in there. And I was like, well, on weekends, no one's fucking there. All right. It's a mile if you go all the way to the top of the parking garage and all the way back down. I can just crush 3 miles, and you're doing all that elevation. And so I was like, Wheeze, you want to... Like, it was raining, and I was trying to get some like steps in for us. I was like, not necessarily working out, but I was like, Wheezy, let's go for a walk. and she hadn't been able to really get outside all day. She doesn't like the rain, so she won't she wants to go back in when it's raining. And I was like, well, let's go in the parking garage and just keep going up at the parking garage. And she has this little wheel that I'll play fetch with her sometimes, and it's this rubber wheel that just a circle, and I just roll it, and it just rolls like a wheel. And she goes and she chases after it. She gets it and she brings it back. And I was like, all right, cool. I took her off the leash, and every time I'd go to the top of that level of the garage, I would just throw the wheel down, and she fucking loved it. She'd go get it. She'd run it back. We did it 8 floors up, 8 floors down. It was fucking awesome. And then she's limping that night when I'm taking her on a walk, and I looked, and the bottom of her paw pad had just, I guess, been rubbed raw from the concrete because she's running and stopping real fast. And I
That's
think
what it
cut
is. It's the stop.
And she I was having to carry her to the grass because she was just like limping, and I felt so bad because like Weezy's a good girl and Weezy didn't deserve it. But I was like, I was loving you. I was playing with you. I
Her
wasn't
puppy shoes.
I did. I ordered $35 puppy shoes, and they should be here this weekend. And I guarantee you she's going to hate them.
Did you get some like ointment and stuff for her paw in the meantime?
I have paw balm for
There you
her. But she still was like limping, and like she wouldn't go down the stairs or anything, so I had to carry her. And then big brain over here, I was like, wait, she likes ball. And she keeps bringing me the ball to play with. And I tossed the ball up to her at one point, and she jumped up and caught it and just jogged over to me, and she was fine. And then she was limping, and I was like, wait. And so I was like, Weez, you want to go outside? And I grabbed the ball, and I put it in my back pocket. And she comes just jogging right behind me like nothing happened. So that's been the hack lately, is just take a ball with me. And she's like, we will play ball? Huh? No, I'm not hurt. I'm not hurt at all. No, we can play ball.
Ball is life.
And it's like, well, now you get to do your business, and then we just go back inside, and I'll roll the ball inside. So yeah, hurting Weezy though, that sucks. It was out of love, but I feel bad.
Yeah.
So those are my not cools. What you guys got?
I got a couple. One, when I was mowing my lawn, Robert, you can see too, got a bunch of little ant bites all over my ankle on both sides. They don't hurt, but like it's just these weird red dots that are all over my ankle. Actually, the first day it was weird too, because I got them, and then later on that night I'm looking down, and they all looked like pimples. They all had like, so of course I popped them all.
Right,
that
you
was
had
awesome.
to.
But that kind of sucked. Now I've got a some sort of little pimple inside my ear right here. Super annoying because like it's in a spot, can't pop it.
Yep. And
Can't really get
it's that like that ache that it kind of has.
I
where it's
think
just,
I
like, it's
kind of got it this
sore.
morning. It's not even that sore. It's just when I touch my ear, I'm like, you don't realize how many times a day you touch your ear until you got a pimple in there. And my other one is, I hope this doesn't turn into a big problem. My tire keeps losing air, and I just keep putting more air back in it, and I need to get it checked. But also, I got a bunch of other things that I'm fucking getting ready for, and like trying to pack and move and like deal with all other expenses from that. So like I'm like, just make it another month. Wait until I get into the new place, and then I'll pay for you.
Yeah. I feel
And,
like
like,
with
I
the
kinda-
belt in my car since barrel where it like squeaks. I'm like,
Did you try the deodorant?
no.
You just like while it's running, you just hold deodorant down on it, and it like
I don't want to
smooths and greases it.
and fuck it up. I'm gonna let somebody.
I don't know. I saw a video of it one time. Probably not even the same belt,
Yeah,
but if it's
could be
squeaky,
a problem.
yeah.
But still, yeah.
So yeah, and I'm just hoping that doesn't become a problem. I just put air in it like every 4 or 5 days.
Just don't drive too far.
I only go to work and home.
Yeah, so
That's
you
it.
should be good.
And apparently here now.
Yeah, maybe this is where we have to do it if I get my fucking internet fixed.
Robert's sitting on an ottoman this whole time.
Yeah, kind of uncomfortable. I think I have
There's a chair next to him, but he chooses to sit on the ottoman.
because I think it makes less noise, and then it has this has wheels on it, so I can move more freely.
Okay.
Oh, that doesn't have wheels.
No, neither does yours.
Oh, no wonder it didn't move easily earlier. I
Yeah.
thought this was on wheels.
Yeah.
It just swivels. I'm dumb.
We're figuring this new studio out. We'll
I'm
figure out
dumb.
next week's new studio too, I guess.
Yeah, I think I have like what Garrett Cole has, general body fatigue, like all week. Like last week when
You
we
usually call that a
recorded,
hangover, but I know you don't drink.
I hit my knee on my desk. Still hurts. Still hurts. My back's been hurting all week too. And just yesterday, I woke up. I don't know how this happened. I just woke up with like the back of my leg hurting. I guess like my Achilles. And It was just like even like sensitive to the touch, like the skin was.
Yeah.
Welcome to being old, buddy.
Yeah.
That'll be a new thing. Yeah, it just my Achilles just randomly hurts every couple weeks.
Might I suggest something? Start drinking.
Don't.
Your body won't know when it feels good and when it doesn't, so it just becomes regular.
It's just a guessing game. Is it a hangover? Or is this regular? Just pain.
Yeah. And Sam and I, we have corn. Instead of an ice pack, we have like a frozen ear of corn. That's what we use as our ice pack.
Like an actual
Yes,
thing
an
of corn?
actual-
It's
an
not an ice
actual-
pack that just looks like corn.
No.
It's
actual,
a real corn.
real vegetable corn, in like a Ziploc bag, and that's what we use as our ice pack.
Whatever works. All natural.
And so Sam's like, "Oh, go get the corn."
What made you settle on corn? Were you just like, we need some frozen
Old
item?
family recipe.
Yeah, you know how we have Sprite, we also have corn. No, it was just it was there.
Yeah,
It was there, and Sam never ate it, and I'm like, okay, we'll make use of it.
That
our,
works.
Don't
ice
let it
pack
become a
now.
crutch, though. Don't get too used to it. We don't want you to be a corn addict.
Yeah.
yeah.
Ah.
Solid, not cools, everybody. Solid, not cools.
Yeah.
If you'd like to submit yours again at PassGamePod, hashtag PTG not cool. But if you'd like to submit answers, which is coming up next, where we do the pre-cum segment, we tell you all of our crazy thoughts. We pitch some business ideas, maybe some Robert Felines. I don't know. Actually, Robert Felines stay in the Robert Felines segment. So submit those for that. But if you'd like to ask any question at all, you got a high thought you want to get off your chest, you got an idea you want to let us know, you want relationship advice, huh? We've been in those. We could help you out. Parenting advice, I told you, not that hard. I'm obviously a great parent. So
I'll take those.
We can help you out with that. We also raised Skylar. Don't forget, we did raise Skylar to be a fine, outstanding young man.
Yeah, don't forget about our son now that you've got another
A
kid.
podcast son, yeah. But anything at all? You want medical advice? We pretty much just diagnosed Robert with getting older. That's what we diagnosed you with right there. We got all the answers for you. If you got questions, we got the answers. Hit us up at PassGamePod, hashtag PTG Answers. This is the answer segment.
Well, if you just answer the question, why don't you just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Any questions?
All right. Our first question this week comes from our buddy Mikey Paul at It's Just Mikey P on Twitter. And Mikey says, how do Amish women know if they are in a romantic... No, that's not it. How do Amish women know if they are at a romantic candlelit dinner or just a regular one?
I don't think it's going to be romantic if your family's there. And any sort of date, I just feel like the family probably has to be present for the Amish.
If they didn't make it, if they didn't cook the food.
I was going to say, like, if the family wasn't there, though.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Really, I don't think there's
over.
any romance until you're married in the Amish.
And then I think the man tells you when it's romantic.
Yeah. Except for maybe Rumspringa.
I'm not saying that's right or wrong. I'm just saying I think that's how the Amish work.
And you can't call it motherless because they all have mothers.
They all do have mothers.
They stay together.
If you think about it, everybody has mothers. At least one.
Yeah, but maybe not ones that are present. Yeah, I don't think it's romantic until you're married with the Amish. I don't think you're allowed to do anything before that.
I think if they didn't have to make their own dinner.
If the dude cooked for them and
Yeah.
was like, I think
I don't think dudes are doing a lot of cooking in the Amish community.
that might be true. They're like, dude, I'm
I
building
built a barn
yeah,
today.
I built 3 barns today.
Least you could do is make a little chicken.
We only have like 4 things to make here. It's broccoli, corn, and chicken.
And
Fucking
butter.
put it together. Yeah, we could churn the butter. All right, I already got that.
Oh, butter chicken again. Ooh.
Guess what it is tomorrow? Buttered chicken. Guess what's for lunch tomorrow? Buttered chicken.
Actually, I mean, I feel like the Amish, if it's candlelit, it's probably romantic because the Amish probably don't eat
It's
when
all
it's dark
candlelit,
outside.
though.
When it gets dark outside, it's time to go to bed because they got to wake up early, build another barn, tend some fields, make some electric fireplaces
Yeah.
or non-electric. I forget which ones are the ones that they make that magically create heat that I don't understand.
Watch a Fall Out Boy concert.
Help somebody fix a car and then get them back on the road trip.
Yeah. Just like be like really like condescending about it too.
Maybe go bowling.
Yeah, they could do that.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's probably if it's candlelit, it's romantic because they eat early in the day. They got to go to bed early.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's a candlelit romantic dinner if you're Amish and you realize like it's just the other person that I'm on a date with and like my whole family's not here.
Yeah.
If it's like mono, then like that's
If your dad isn't answering for you.
yeah, that's true. But your dad may have already answered for you if it is a romantic
If you're not
dinner.
discussing the dowry.
What the fuck is the dowry?
You don't know what dowries are?
No.
It was back in the day when like there was arranged marriages. The husband's family would have to pay the father of the bride because like they're losing a member of their family
that what
that
you
could like
give 'em,
help
like,
around.
goats?
So like you give them like a goat or a cow or some
Here's
shit like
two
that.
chickens and a cow.
Yeah.
You'll love these.
Like, oh, well, I'll pay that for that daughter. Your other daughter, one chicken.
Let's just say she's not a looker.
She's not your best work. We'll put it that way.
All right. Great question, Mikey P. That was a really good one, buddy. Next one we got is Josh Tree Caudle at Joshua Tree 713. And Josh says, are scrambled eggs just fried chicken?
No, they're scrambled. If you said fried eggs, we might have a conversation here.
That I think is where I'm sitting on this as well. If it was fried eggs, fried chicken.
Fried chicken fetus.
Yeah. No, just fried chicken plays. Fried chicken plays. I think scrambled chicken would have been shredded chicken.
Yeah, I was going to say shredded chicken, like you would use for like a tortilla soup.
Yeah, so scrambled eggs are fried or shredded chicken, and fried eggs are fried chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Nailed it.
Beautiful.
Great question. Great question, Josh. What we got next, Pat?
Power rankings, yes. It's from Quentin Hughes, or as Alex would say, Quentin Hughes at
Shut
Q
up.
the Ace. Power rank these beers. You got golf beer, free beer, a beer at a game, house party beer, and deep conversation beer. I'll go first.
No. Robert, you go first. As the person that's
Oh.
drank no beers on this show, I would like to know your power ranking of these beers.
Obviously, free beer, number one.
Right?
That's pretty good.
Yeah. It's a beer I didn't have to pay for. And in that same vein, house party beer. Probably didn't have to pay for that one either. Then I'm going deep conversation beer. I was trying to, have feelings with the boys.
Yeah?
Me and the boys have feelings. It's where I can express them.
Well, nothing Robert likes more than having a brew and talk about his feelings with the boys.
Mm-hmm. Just boys being boys. And then I'm going to go a beer at a game.
All right.
Because if it's beer at a game, I'm probably at the Astros game. And last, I'm going to go golf beer. I don't like golf.
You know what? I don't hate that list.
It's a
The
list.
logic was there.
It's a list.
All right, what you got?
I'll give you the correct list
It's
now.
a list.
Number one, free beer.
Yeah,
It's free beer.
that's unanimous.
Fucking awesome. Two, I'm going golf beer. Golf beer is great. Like, I know you don't like golf. You want to say when you get out there, and especially for me, a lot of people, they need the golf beer because they're mad because they're playing bad. So you need the beer to take the edge off.
Right.
I'm just out there to have a good time. I know I suck. So every beer I crack is just a beer with the boys.
There you go.
You're having a good time. You're having some drinks, doing some athletic activity, getting a little exercise. You're out in the sun, in the weather, in the elements. It's a good time. 3 is going to be house party beer. Good chance that one's free too.
Now, does your house party beer, in this instance, I'm thinking specifically beer in a red Solo cup. Or are you just thinking any beer?
No, I'm thinking beer out of a cooler.
Okay.
Yeah. Except for me, it's not a beer. I'm the guy that shows it. Like, people will be like, "Oh, I brought a 6-pack." Well, I'm the guy that brings a case of beer
I do too.
because there's never enough beer at those things. So like after a couple beer, everyone's like, "Whose beers are the?" And I'm like, "Oh, dude, they're for everybody."
And you can always
Drink all
justify
beers.
however much you drink. You're like, well, I brought 30 beers, so like I can crush 30 beers if I wanted
Well,
to.
my thing is I bring a bunch of beers. So once people start asking, I'm like, yeah, they're mine. Dude, have as much as you want. Then also, it stops me from drinking so many beers I can't drive. I bring enough beers for everybody so that Pat is safe.
Yeah, Pat can have like 20 beers. and be
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, because if there's a case of beer and nobody's drinking them, I'm going to slowly drink a case of beer.
Yeah, he will. I watched the Kentucky Derby with you, and you did that with mojitos.
I'll fucking delete drinks. You put them in front of me, man.
It's insane.
After that, beer at a game. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Like it's nice, but you're also like, I paid fucking $12 for this beer.
That really is kind of what hurts it, but you're like the vibes. It's a vibes beer.
Yeah, it's a vibes beer. And you're at the game. You got to
Right.
have a beer. Last one is deep conversation beer. I don't ever want to have a deep conversation. And the quickest way to ruin my beer? Start a conversation with me. Or a deep one. I don't want everything in my life I want to be surface level. like reading all the books in high school and shit, they'd always be, what do you think they meant here? I'm like, I don't know. How about the words that they said?
Yeah, they meant what it wrote.
I'm sorry that I'm a literal person. What was the deeper meaning? Don't know, don't care.
What was the overlying story, would you say? I would say that it was the plot of the book.
What was the theme of this? Gatsby liked a girl and he kept throwing parties till she showed up.
Bitches.
Yeah, but
what's the theme?
What were they really talking about? I don't know. I took them at their word.
What about the Scarlet Letter? They don't like people that fuck around, man. I don't know.
She cheated and she's a whore. That's what the book's about. Anything else, I didn't get it.
Failed English, believe it or not.
I passed it. No, I got at least
Yeah,
B's.
I did too. I just thought that would be funny
Multiple
to say
choice
you
questions
failed.
are easy. But yeah, deep conversation beer. No, dude, I'm not trying to do that. That's the worst part about alcohol for me is people want to get all talky and feeling-y. I'll tell my boys I love them.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to be like, what are your dreams?
See, if you tell your boys you
What do
love
you
them all
want
the
out of
time,
life?
you don't get in that drunk, like, weird, deep conversation situation. You're like, I always tell my boys I love them. So,
Yeah.
like, you know, buddy. Bro, I love you so much. Let me tell you, I know we don't talk, but, like, bro, I love you so much. Like, there's times, like, I think back to, like, we should talk more. We should talk more, Pat. Like, we don't talk enough, and I know things have happened. We got jobs, dude. You're like,
Yeah, I
shut
don't
the
want-
fuck up.
I hate
Shut
this
the
stuff.
fuck up.
Closest I came to this was at my buddy's baby shower when my buddy started talking financials and like their Roth IRA and blah 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 and all
That
this
is,
shit.
I
didn't
will
understand.
just leave.
But it was just us three sitting in the pool, and then every once in a while I would be like, found a 20 in my car last week. I just throw in a quick joke. Let them get back to their thing. That's how I contribute to the conversation. It's really I'm just interrupting
Yeah.
them, and they don't enjoy that, but I do.
You're like a child.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
They're like, well,
I'm
I put
saying-
this much of my salary each month into this IRA, and then I have some over here that I keep in crypto, and I blah blah blah. And I'm like, what?
I was like 2 years ago when I learned that a 401k wasn't that your company just gave you $401,000.
That'd be sick if they did.
I was like, dude, why doesn't everybody just retire?
401 is not enough to retire.
No,
on.
but I'd retire from that job and go to the next one. Get another
mean,
401k.
Actually, if you handed me $401,000 tax free right now,
You could quit this job, start another job, get a 401k
I-
there, stop that job, get another one. You'd have $802,000.
well, I'll just say I live cheap. That probably would last me the rest of my life because I'm not exactly expecting to live more than 20 years. I mean,
You'd bet it all away.
yeah.
no, because that's the thing. I'm
Pat-
cheap.
he
I
doesn't bet a
cheap.
lot, though.
I bet very little. I am probably the most responsible gambler of all
He really
time.
is, because I'll be really mad about how much money I lost, and Pat will be like right there with me. He's like, fuck, I lost like $8.
Yeah. All the time.
lost like 200
Dude, at
bucks
work
right
all the
there.
time. I'm like, fuck, you gave up another double. They're like, how much you bet? I'm like, $5. It's always $5. Occasionally, when I get crazy, I'll drop 10, maybe 20 on a super bet.
Yeah, and you always lose the ones that you're certain on where you're like, I'm going to throw a lot of money on this one. Never hits.
Sunday Red Sox. It didn't work this week.
Yeah, the day you
bet
texted me about it.
Normally, I bet double on it.
Oh, okay. That might be
But
it.
this one, I didn't. I
That
was
might
like,
be
yeah, I
it.
didn't like it. But Red Sox on Sunday, so like
Who'd
15
they
and
lose
2.
to?
Yankees.
Oh, shit, you're right.
Yeah.
Forgot-
It's also
I forgot
probably
about
not a
that
good thing
game.
that I put a Yankees fan onto the bet and jinxed it.
Real shame.
Yeah, terrible.
shame.
All right, what do you rank the beers?
I got free beer. Unanimous on that. It's
Yeah.
like, give me a free beer. I'm
You
like,
want a beer? Yeah.
duh. After that, I gotta go beer at a game. Yes, it is expensive, but I feel like it makes you enjoy it more because I spent $26 on this beer. I'm gonna fucking watch the hell out of this third inning. You know, like you spent that money, and I'm goddamn drinking it.
Spend that much on the beer, it better be the one that fills up from the bottom of the cup, and then the cup just seals. I don't understand
I
that
don't know
witchcraft.
how that works. I think that's magic.
Yeah.
That's magic that people do that. Beer at game is 2. Golf beer is 3. I don't golf, but I appreciate the like, hey, look, it's the 4 of us. We're just getting hammered for 4 hours. All right, boys. I got a cooler full of beer. Let's go. How many of these can we take out in this 18 holes? Like
Hell
that,
yeah.
It's more of a mission to me because when I go golfing with my friends, I golf maybe 3-4 holes, and
There you
I
go.
do the one until you have the really really shitty shot, which if I'm lucky is like hole 2, and then I'm at you guys go there. You play off my ball? Nah, you guys go, and I just sit in the cart and just pound beers, and like then I pick the tunes and just talk shit, and I just tell everybody you're gonna love that.
Mm-hmm.
That always plays. Nobody gets mad at you if they hit a bad shot and you just say you're gonna love that.
Another good one to tell just back. You know what? That was a great swing path.
Oh, okay.
The ball went wrong, but your swing
Your
was
idea,
great swing.
the idea was there. I can see what you were doing, and mentally, that was a great swing.
The form was great.
just like backhanded compliments because like they can't really shit on you for that. You're like, you got this. You get it next time, dude. You get it next time.
Oh, I like.
Yep, you're gonna love that one. He's like, that was in the sand trap. It's better in the water.
I like just talking shit because, not like real shit, but I'll just be like, why? But the hole's over. Why did you go past the hole? Because like I'm also past the hole and I'm on my 6th shot already, and it's a par 3. So like, what are they gonna be?
threw
You're
my
worse
ball
than me.
there.
I'm gonna be like, yeah, I know. I dropped next to you 2 shots ago, and I still am taking 4 more shots to get where you are. I'm bad, but I'm having a good time.
So golf beer is 3. House party beer is 4. I feel like I thought of different house parties. I felt like college house parties were like that was the worst when you had to like pay like, hey, $5 to get in. They give you the 1 cup.
Oh, I didn't do those.
That sucked. And then
Sounds like a frat party.
sometimes you go to parties that like you get the leftover beers, and then you're like, oh, this is like 6-year-old beer that's been sitting in your fridge.
Still has
this
alcohol.
Miller Lite tastes a little funny.
They make Bud Lime anymore?
Like the cans all like faded. It was supposed to be green. It's
faded
yellow.
cans, dude.
Like, I don't think I should do this.
Natty hasn't had this design since college.
So that'll be 4, and then 5 is deep conversation beer. Pretty much exactly what you said. Like, and I get it. Like sometimes you do have a deep conversation when you're drunk with your friends, but you both have to be at the exact same level, and usually that is very rare to come across. And there's nothing worse than being stuck in a deep conversation with another drunk person that they are at a way bigger level than you are, and you're like, I don't want to be in this. I don't want to be in this. And I love you, dude. All right, so we should just start a business. We should start. I'm like, no, we're not doing this. You don't have any of the setup for it. You're just coming up with this right now. We're not going to follow through with this tomorrow. You're going to wake up feeling bad that you opened up to me this much, and I'm just going to not address it.
Yeah, I got one buddy who will not try and go deep, but he'll just like every once in a while be like, what are your plans, Pat? I'm like, I plan on getting a bottle tomorrow. That's as far as my plan. And then I've got another friend that'll be like, dude, if we all chip in, we could actually get like a pretty decent lake house. I'm like, oh, then I'm going to own property with my friends. I don't see that going poorly.
You won't fight over that like everything else.
No, I'm not throwing in money with you fucking jackals.
Great idea.
You just got to shut down those conversations right away.
That was a really good power rankings, Quentin. I like that one a lot, dude. I like that one a lot. All right. Next one we got is from Brandon Davis, a.k.a. Texas Cat Daddy, at A Stream of Cream on Twitter. And Brandon says, are dreams just you getting a glimpse of yourself in an alternate universe? Kinda.
I don't know if I want that to happen or don't want that to happen because I don't have interesting dreams. So
I don't really remember mine.
I've yet to meet an interesting version of me then.
I feel like all of my dreams are nightmares. I only have like bad things that I remember. And
I'll wake up from dreams where like
but
I was being hit on and I still didn't fuck. I'm like, what the hell? How can I can't even have sex in my own dream. The hell is that shit?
mine are either like me or someone close to me is about to die or in significant danger, or like I'm running late to work and everything's falling apart.
So you see, I think this goes back to you trying to hold in your anger. You got to let out your anger, man. You're just leaving too much inside. It's stressing you out.
I'm starting to sweat already.
I have like the most basic generic fucking dreams ever because I have no worries. I don't care about anything and everything is just chill.
I feel like I'm always just like a constant ball of anxiety, and then when I sleep, it's like, hey, what if we had more? Like, no, I just want to turn it off. Like,
I'm sure having a daughter really
No.
helped calm that anxiety, huh? You're not constantly worrying about things anymore.
it helps I can hold her. It's like a meditation a little bit. You gotta be gentle with a baby, so you can't be like.
You can't sleep with her though because then you might crush her.
I fell asleep with her a couple times before.
No, but I mean, like, you can't always sleep with your baby. They say that. Like, you
Right.
roll over and smother the baby. You can't do that.
Or just teach your baby to push you off. I don't know. Don't be a pussy parent, dude. Like, that's the first thing I taught Ella.
Got her
was
doing bench press already?
When dad rolls over on you accidentally, all you gotta do, roll out of
Eye
it.
poke.
Roll out of it.
Barrel roll,
Like,
eye poke.
I showed her UFC fights. It's like, this seat, they got into that. This is how you get out of the clinch. You're good. You're good.
There you go.
Sorry, my baby's built different.
So, I'm going to say no because I hope they're not.
No, I think your dream is really just your dumb brain being like, here's memories I have, and let me just like shuffle them up. And sometimes you're like, oh shit, this is this one, and I always get the anxiety card.
It's our brain trying to use the other 90% we don't use, but failing miserably.
Yeah, shut up, brain. You need me.
Stupid brain.
You're nothing without me to do the dumb shit.
Yeah, without us, the brain is just laying there. It
brain
needs
just
our
like,
body.
"Oh, what am I doing?
I actually think I'm more of my body than I am my brain.
I would say that's true.
Just no thoughts.
Well, just also your
It's
brain is
just
smaller
action.
than the rest of you. That was
That
my,
is
that was
true.
my logic to that.
Not the rest of me. There is one thing it's bigger than. Unfortunately.
Same.
Robert can't relate.
Yeah, the hog. He knows what he means. All right, let's wrap this up with Glamour Perry at Glam for Life on Twitter. And Glamour says, how early is too early for a snow cone?
Does she mean like in the day or
There's never,
in the year?
it's never too early for a snow cone.
No, you could wake up and literally like have a snow cone machine next to your bed and it's not too early.
And if you're talking like year-wise, like if it's the middle of winter, you can still have a snow cone.
They're delightful.
Snow cones are treats.
Dude, the banana flavored snow cones, dude.
Oh, I've only had a couple of those.
Dude, they're the best. That
Bahama Mama, remember that? Where we used to live in high school, Robert. They just had the little trailer they'd roll out.
Pina
and they'd
colada
drop
snow
that trailer
cones?
off. That trailer stays in that little fucking spot forever. And you just got the lady that goes over there and you're like, Bahama Mama? All right. We'd go out to football practice. The fucking, what was it, rattlesnake? There's I think it was like a Texas rattlesnake was what it was called. And it was like, this is just red sugar. I don't know. Because they had regular flavors, and then eventually they're just like, we're just going to call it cool shit and just make it a new color. It's slighter, darker red, and this is Bullwinkle. And you're like, all right, let's get that. When was the last time you had a snow cone? Let's go around the
so
room.
long. I don't even know.
Maybe at least 5 years.
Does a frozen pina colada count?
Is it a snow cone?
No.
No. If there was a pina colada snow cone, then yes, it would count.
Dude, it's probably been 10, 12 years for me at least.
It's not been that long.
Probably before college, actually.
No, I went to an indoor water park with my niece, and they had snow cones, and she had never had a snow cone, and I got to give her a snow cone. She was the same niece I also gave Icy for the first time, and I was like, you could see her eyes light up, like, this shit is dope. And it was the
I don't even
same-
know where to go to get a snow
Listen,
cone.
dude. Just
Do I go to like
that's the beauty of
a
snow cones.
little league?
I don't think you go. Yeah, that would work.
I don't like. Can I just show up to a little league? That seems sus.
Also, that'd be hilarious. You just like
Just
you're.
me walking in. Who's your kid? I'm just here for the snow cones.
I'm not talking to anybody. I'm just going. You go to like the center of the ball fields, and you're just like,
Yeah, with a
2
concession
snow
stand
cones,
is.
please, red and blue.
Just walk up like, hey, what's your record for snow cones eaten during a day? We're gonna beat that today.
No,
bud.
I'm just thinking like you go, you get a snow cone, and you go back to your car and leave. Like that's it. You drive to the ball field. You're like, I didn't know where to find snow cones.
I'm gonna be honest. I kind of want to do that this weekend. Oh wait,
How much is a snow cone machine? It can't be that bad. Oh, it's the other stuff you gotta buy with it.
I'm gonna guess like $30.
You want to go?
dude? Do you remember having?
Hey,
Did you
we're gonna
have-
be here tomorrow or next week probably because my fucking internet won't work.
Did
we'll
you-
just get a snow cone machine. I'll make it better for everybody.
Did you ever have the little one that like for your house, the little cheap kid one where like you just put ice in it and like cranked it
Yeah.
and it shaved it down?
That's what I
that
think I'm
thing
buying.
was so dope.
$54. We can get Hawaiian shaved ice.
Remember when we looked into buying an icy machine? Alex was getting serious about that.
This is only $54 though. The only problem. Oh, for $69.
You gotta get that one.
You could get it and 3 16-ounce syrup flavors. Red, blue, and purple. So I'm assuming cherry, blue, and grape.
Blue is blue raspberry, dude. Everyone knows that.
Is it blue raspberries or like blue coconut?
I don't know. Oh, blue coconut
Could
might
be blue coconut because it is the one thing that does not default to blue raspberry is the snow cone.
All right, so am I doing this?
No, you're not doing.
Do we do it?
No,
But
I
just
I advise
imagine-
against it.
It'd be
Right.
funnier if you bought the little crank one.
Robert, close your eyes and just imagine you're back here next week because my internet still sucks. And we have snow cones though.
Yeah, I was supposed to say if you bring it to work, you might be able to expense it.
Right off.
Just show up with it and be like, Rod, look what I got for us. Also, I'm going to need you to pay me back for this.
I bring it
It's
in
a-
with
it's
me
a-
every day.
It's a show. No, leave it in the.
No, it'd be funny to bring it in with me every day. Like let people use it, but only while I'm here. And
You've
then
got
when
like
I
your
leave, I
regular
take it.
backpack and your snow cone machine backpack.
I have like a case.
You put it
for
in your baby Bjorn every day and bring it to work.
I have like a whole suitcase. I have to wheel it in. It's like, what is this whole production? Well, I got a snow cone machine.
I think you got to do it just to spite Robert now.
Fuck it. All right. I don't know because my magnet fishing shit hasn't got here yet. That is the longest it's ever taken an Amazon thing to get here. It's the most I probably ever wanted an Amazon thing too.
Are you sure you weren't on like Temu and it had a
No,
fake
it was Amazon. I ordered on the app.
Did you check it?
Yeah.
What's the update say? while you're,
it's
already
probably
placing
been
the order for
delivered.
the ice cream.
August 8th.
Just cancel that. Just cancel that order, dude. Actually,
What-
this is perfect
what is-
because you know you won't return it when it sucks. Cancel it now and get your money back
I'm
before
not
you ever
gonna.
even
I'm
get
gonna
it.
obviously not return. No, that's. I'm just gonna forget about it, and one day a magnet fishing set's gonna show up, and I'm like, "Fuck yeah, it's like Christmas."
Oh, that's a good point. That is nice when that happens.
It's like when you drunk order stuff, you're like, I didn't want this, but okay, I'll keep it.
It's always bad when you get a package and you're like, the fuck did I order?
It's always like some like weird shirt that I bought. I'm like, neat.
I was like, oh yeah, I forgot that I ordered this 2 days ago. My memory is bad.
How about a white dudes for Kamala shirt? All right.
I don't think I did that. Am I
Well,
being punked?
I'm obviously gonna wear this and go to the conservative station. Let people know what I really think.
Like, I don't know. Somebody gave me this. I didn't know what it meant.
Emma, you know how you can search on your Amazon, like you can see like what you've previously searched. She was like, "Did you search for a half Palestine and half Israel flag?" And I was like, "I did." Because I
I
remember,
want to piss off everyone.
no, I remember talking about it on this, and I was like, "Do they have those like house divided ones?" But it's just it's Israel and Palestine. So I don't know. It's a little bit of everything. Look, dude, she's from Israel, he's from Palestine. Somehow we made it work. All right.
I watched Zohan and I got really into it.
You guys don't have those coexist bumper stickers? That's what they meant, right?
No, they do not.
No, they don't. No, it's never a bad time for a snowcon. It's never, too early. It's never too late.
Life sucks and then you die. Enjoy it.
If somebody ever tells you this is a good way to live your life, if you ever come across somebody in your life and they say, no, you can't have a snow cone, get them out of your life.
Flick them in the nipple and walk away.
Those motherless fucks do not deserve you to be in their life, because if they want to keep you from having a snow cone, they basically want you to never have fun ever in your
Yeah.
life.
Just be like, you're not my mother. And if it is your mother, just be like, shut up, Karen.
Yeah, tell her she's being a Karen.
It was just the first name. I was going to say, I literally couldn't think of another. Shut up, Lori. Call your mom by her first name. And she says that, she'll fucking hate that.
Yeah. Do you call your mom by her first name?
No, I call her mom.
Do you talk to your brother and call your mom, or do you call your mom her first name? Because I'll always text.
Mom.
I'll text my brother like, "Did Kim call you?"
That's weird, dude.
I call my mom by her first name, but when I'm talking about her to my brother, I say mom. So I do the opposite of what
Okay.
you do.
I don't know. We have the same mom. We call her mom.
Yeah.
Even when I talk to my sisters, did mom say this? What did dad think? Oh, you were on the ride up there and dad called you 14 times on the 3-hour drive? Yeah, that sounds like dad. I'm not going to be like, what did David say?
Is that what your brother got it from?
Yeah.
Your brother does the
Dude,
same
he's
thing.
so much like my dad. It's crazy. Like, I couldn't imagine being like, you're not going to believe what Lori said.
Usually we say it in like jest, though. It's like, "Hey, Kim get you on that one?" And it'll just be like a joke. I'll be like, "Did mom call you out on that?"
I should do that next time I go up there.
But
Start
do
calling him.
you call her to her?
No, I never say,
Oh, no,
hey,
I-
Kim. I'm like, "Hey, mom."
No, I'll call my mom by her first name to her. I'll do that.
Have you always done that?
Pretty much, yeah.
You just like,
So
"No,
you're
I call
8
you
years
by your
old.
name."
Lucy.
I would say it started like maybe when I was 11, 12.
That's.
but-
I thought you were
yeah.
going to say like 21.
Yeah.
Or like
Yeah.
18. Like, I'm an adult now. We're going to be on the same page and I'm going to call you your adult
I'm
name.
gonna carry a briefcase and I'm gonna wear a suit and I'm gonna call you your first name.
I'm going through puberty. You know what? You're no longer mom. That's weird, dude. That is weird behavior.
That's not weird.
It's very
It's
weird.
not weird.
Especially because everyone here loves their mom. Why would you stop calling her mom? I call her mama. I call her mom. Like,
Whatever
not-
you call
not
her
mommy,
doesn't
but
mean you don't love her,
mama.
dude. Jeez.
That's fucking weird, dude. Maybe, okay, now for you.
You're sounding motherless.
Because you have a daughter. So maybe it's just weird to say mom when like. Because like.
No, it's
So like I know like. Some people with kids, sometimes they'll call their wife mom. Like, hey, mom, like, because
I
in,
hate
in
that.
front of the
I hate
child, I
that.
get that. So, like, maybe then use it. But, no. She's always going to be mom, and he's always going to be dad.
Or
Now, like,
their
if
first
somebody
name.
else is calling them and they're not answering, I'll go, David! They're fucking. You said your name 14 times. Pay attention.
All right. That's a solid way to end it. Solid way to end it. I appreciate you fellas again for the 4th straight week having a different location for the podcast. Hopefully my fucking shit with Comcast gets fixed and we can be back like normal next week. But thank you everybody for watching us and tuning in and listening as well. Please give us a 5-star review on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever else you listen to podcasts. If you're on the YouTube channel, subscribe, hit like, comment your favorite Olympic sport in that thing. Don't forget PassTheGradyMerch.com. We also, if you just go to Pass the Grady or just our Twitter, we're going to be supporting teachers, #PTG Teachers. If you'd like to submit somebody that you want to help out with their class, maybe we'll pick them for next week. I'm at Alex J. Middleton. Pat's at Not Pat Dan. Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03. We are at Pass the Gravy Pod on all socials, so make sure to subscribe and follow us and share and everything you can on all of our socials. Shout out to everybody that changed their profile pictures to Gravy Gang 2024. That's fucking badass. It's fucking badass. Just want to say that. That's really cool. And it does feel like it's like a political movement. But that's our movement. Then go buy the shirts, guys. Go buy the shirts, all right? We love you guys. Y'all are the fucking best. Let's end it with a random person generator, fellas. Who you got, Robert?
I'm going to go Adele.
All right.
I'm going to go Robert Downey Jr.
Michael Phelps.
Ooh.
Go Michael Phelps. All right. It started on Enrique Iglesias when I opened it. It is now Marv Albert, American sportscaster.
Ooh.
I'll run it back again. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Jamie Lee Curtis. Jamie Lee Curtis. Last one. Timothy McVeigh. Can't end on that. Can't end on that. Tiffany Thiessen.
Ooh. Quite possibly my first crush growing up.
Oh, Kelly Kapowski. That's a good one to end it on. That's a good one to end it on. All right, guys. Love you guys. Have a great rest of your week. Until we talk to you next time. Fuck you, Comcast, and Pass the Gravy, you bitches.
Gravy, gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Pass the Gravy. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, Houston, baby. Now we go ahead and lick your